Just watching Ian, he's still currently streaming.
But they never learned the first lesson, which is for 20 years nearly, they were making 30 grade beef, 25 big pounds, and nobody used them. All they did was change the figure of the ground, they never changed the size. It's still a 30 grade big lump of metal, now it's 5. Right? But learn the lesson. Nobody used it because it's too big and heavy. No matter what value you put on it, no one's going to use it.
Well, and also I'm guessing it costs them a lot more to use than polymer.
And nobody used it.
Yeah.
And so in 2008, and it took them another 18 years to realise nobody was going to use these coins. So we've already had 20 years trying to get rid of it, use it as a 25p pound.
Yeah.
Now we spend another...
Just waiting for Ian to finish his stream.
What did I say? 18 years, 15 years?
Yeah.
Trying to get people to use it as a £5. 18 years to get people to use it as a £5 coin, but nobody will use it. Nobody goes and spends it in shops. So from 2008 onwards, £5 coins are only made in brilliant uncirculated condition in a package. And they're no longer need to send that, and now it's a criminal offence to go and spend that £5 coin.
Okay.
So from 1990 to 2008, it's not a criminal offence.
Surely those ones we can use from 1990 to 2008.
Exactly.
But we just go around, we can't spend the ones after.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for the first 18 years, it's not illegal to spend a £5 coin in a shop, and a shop can't refuse to take that £5 coin.
Yeah.
And then after 2008, it becomes illegal to use that £5 coin because it ain't worth tons. Its only value is to a collector. £5 coins, £10 coins, £20 coins, £50 coins, £100 coins. Their only value is in the collectible market because the government,
Nice amount of subscribers. Looks like we can get up to nearly 5k.
Can't spend them anywhere else.
Okay.
2 places in the world you can spend the brilliant uncirculated coin. You know what those 2 places are?
No, but I'm getting to that.
Do you know what those 2 places are?
Go on, it's a quiz.
A court.
There's only 2 places in the world you can spend a brilliant uncirculated coin.
A court and a police station. That's my guess.
Up to the value of whatever item you're buying.
And he's already said one.
Do you know what those 2 places?
If you listen carefully enough.
Well, Scott, see now.
Council building.
3,400,000. That's Scott answering the WWF.
Wow.
No one's been talking. They've all just been sitting there listening to me and you chirping.
Oh, sweet.
So Marie's in with court. So where's the other place? The only other place in the United Kingdom where you can
So Ian's obviously saying,
uncirculated
I said I'm here, just waiting for people to come across, or for Ian to finish, and I'm sure I'll get some streamers.
Where is that place? Come on. Lisa. Really?
Right.
No, actually. Not at the minute.
So in the background, Ian's trying to find out the 2 places you can legally spend a £5 coin. One of them's in court,
I'm waiting for you guys to answer.
but the other one, he hasn't confirmed yet.
Vending machines. Says no.
I think it's a police station, or a council building.
Where is the only bank?
I'll answer it now, see what he says.
The only other place in the entire United Kingdom where you can spend any brilliant uncirculated coin, at its face value,
On a fine of some kind.
Scott says council or police station. Scott, I'm surprised at you. Ian, Scott is live, I need to go. Oh, okay.
It's alright, I'm fine. It's fine, I'm happy watching. No, tell us.
In the United Kingdom where you can spend...
People think I'm on talking to myself now, but...
The only other place in the United Kingdom where you can spend a brilliant uncirculated coin for its face value,
Hi Lorna.
up to any value,
I'm still watching Ian's stream as well.
is
Where?
GreatBritishCoinHunt.com.
Ah, I didn't think of that. So it's a court and Ian's website.
The courts and Ian.
Okay,
Responding by.
got ya.
Okay, Scott's live.
Oh, have we had the correct answer?
Yeah, we did.
So
Chris
it
Dyer.
was court and court.
GreatBritishCoinHunt is the only place in the United Kingdom. One shot.
Ah, wicked.
You can only spend a brilliant uncirculated coin, and for legal tender, it's face value record.
Yeah.
No one else will accept it except me.
Not banks, not post offices.
Not banks, not post offices, nobody. Put it up, right, there you go. Yeah, I should think you are bad, Scott. Right, you can take over now, mate. Everybody
Okay.
go over to
Yeah,
Scott.
nice one, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Been a
very
pleasure.
much. Thanks for welcoming Stu,
CJ Naive.
CJ Naive. And we'll see you later. Thank you, Brain.
Okay, so I'll just wait for people now to join us. You see Ian's just finished. With CJ Naive, Stuart. And obviously, just wait for a few more to arrive. I did have Lorna for a moment, but she's obviously popped back to say goodbye. So hopefully we'll get some more on and then we can carry on. Oh, okay. So just wait for a few more. I think I need to refresh my computer. Hi guys, I can see you two. The two mods are in. That's absolutely brilliant. There's a few people in now. It's great. Hi Marie. Just waiting for my computer to catch up because it's fallen behind. It needs to wake up, I think. So hi, I know Ian's just finished his stream, which is brilliant. So yeah, we're on a little bit, but it's not a problem. After all, it is his website and YouTube, so it's not a problem at all. It's nice to see someone different, Stuart as well, or CJ Naive as he called himself. You know, it's a bit different to have somebody else on as well, so which is quite nice. I'm still having problems with my laptop. I don't know what's going on with it, so I'll probably just shut it down and start it again. So hopefully I've got a few people watching us, so I can't guarantee how many are watching. I think it's 8 at the minute. Forgive the light behind me, it's my laptop just turning back on because I've had to shut it down. I keep having problems with the actual laptop. New as well, annoying. Okay, so I'm here again tonight. I'm helping out. We always seem to have low numbers on a Wednesday, so I obviously said to Warren I'll help out tonight again. So that's absolutely brilliant, and I can see all the comments and chat now that's going on. That's brilliant. So yeah, as I said, hi Lorna, hi Chris, Marie. I can see you all there now, and there's 8 watching, so that's good. I know I'm one of the, or 9 watching, I'm one of the 9 now. So same as usual. Actually, I'm going to start slightly different today. I'm going to say what I've done already. So I have received my Gruffalo coins today from Ian to put out in circulation. I was actually quite lucky. I had 20 to put out in circulation. Most people are getting 10. I actually had 20 to put out. So I put 20 out. I put them all out in a Coinstar earlier on. I've uploaded my video, which ended up being 2 videos, to my YouTube channel. So you've got 2 videos of me putting the Gruffalo in circulation. So obviously, as we're all aware, it comes with one of these lovely certificates and coin. So you get the ones you put in circulation, and you also get a gift of one of those yourself to keep, which is nice. So I put my Gruffalos out. I did have a slight problem with the Gruffalos. Hi Javid, the rest of the family are fine, well kind of. Sue's not very well today, and Katie's still not right, and Ollie is at football. We're going to get someone to take him to football for me. But thanks so much for asking. I hope yours are alright as well. Hi there, silly, why are you apologising? Hi everyone, my apologies to start popping in and out. No, that's absolutely fine, mate. You getting ready for later on and things, so it's not a problem if you keep popping in and out. It's absolutely not a problem at all. So as I put my Gruffalos out, I got 10 of them through the post today, and I've uploaded 2 videos to my YouTube channel of me posting, or not posting, putting them into the Coinstar and putting it through. I've got a bit of an apology to make to Coinstar. They did take a little bit off it, but I thought they took a lot more than they did, because the first time not all the coins went through. That's why there's 2 videos. You'll see that I put 2 videos on because unfortunately one of them didn't go through. 3 coins didn't go through. So I then had to put those back in to the coin and go through for a second time, hence the second video. And then the second time, a couple of them still didn't go in, so I had to keep putting them back in, and eventually all of the Gruffalos went into circulation. Hi Andrew. So I basically posted all my, or put all my Gruffalos into change or into circulation, as I may be now through Coinstar. So that has been done by myself, and so I've uploaded my 2 videos to my YouTube channel and forwarded them to Ian for him to edit and do what he needs to do, put beginning and end on, etc. And merge with other people's videos. So my Gruffalos are out. I've also sent my receipts to Ian by recorded delivery. I always send it recorded because, well, I'll explain why I sent these ones in particular recorded, or these 2 receipts in particular. So there's a receipt for the post office, which that's not the ephemeral receipt, that's just the post office receipt to prove that I posted them. Now I've sent them recorded for one reason and one reason only. Ian did say you don't have to send them recorded, but I sent them recorded because when I received my Gruffalos through the post today, the envelope was open. Couldn't believe it. So I put a frantic message on saying how many coins have people got, and then I felt quite relieved when I realised that I had all of my coins and the COA, and it hadn't actually been taken. However, the envelope had definitely 100% been opened, and it wasn't opened by me, and it wasn't opened by anyone in the family. It was just literally, must have been the post office that opened up the coins, which is a little bit worrying. I need to give Warren his spanner back. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. So, can you do it, or does it have to be me that does it? How do I do it? If I lose people, don't blame me. I'll try it. Warren, how do I get your spanner back? Do I just click on your name? Righty, collects. Forgive me, I'm trying to give Warren back his spanner. Put a timeout, hiding user, add moderator. I hope I've done it. We'll soon find out in a moment. Warren, I didn't delete you, did I? Are you still there? I hope you're there. Have I lost anybody? Am I still streaming? Oh, Louise, you're there. No. Oh, because you're only saying that, Lou, because if I put him as a moderator, then you're worried he's going to take you away from being a mod again. Yeah, I kind of know why you're doing it, Lou. Anyway, a quick question for you, Louise. I've got to ask it. Have you been around yet? Have you gone to KFC on your scooter and got me a bargain bucket and sent it in the post or something? Have you been? Did you go? I've got to ask the question because that was really funny at the end of Hannah's stream yesterday. Did you get yourself a KFC? Did you go around in a mobility scooter, or was it on your lawnmower? Which one was it? Was it any of them? It's a bit too much blue. That's not a problem. Don't worry about it. I know which ones I'm looking for. All of them. Yeah, no, obviously I don't mind as many mods as I want to be. And the reason being is because of the fact that it's more safety for me if there's lots of people on there to be able to delete messages. So it's not a problem. I don't mind who's modding until I'm told to remove people. I won't. Scott, no, don't. I timed him out earlier, so you're in trouble. Chris, why did you time Warren out earlier? Is that why he's no longer a mod? Because you timed him out? That's a bit naughty. Quite funny though. So as for those that just come in, as I say, I have uploaded my 2, well, it had to be 2 videos in the end. I put my Gruffalo in circulation. I received the coins from Ian and my own COA one, which is absolutely brilliant. And as I say, I put mine out. I actually got 20 coins to give out, or not to give out, to put into circulation, and I put them in a Coinster earlier on. For some reason, the Coinster didn't like all of the coins and it spat some out. So I had to upload a second video then of the ones that I re-put in. And obviously it's all there, you can see it's all been done properly, etc. on the videos. So feel free to watch it on my YouTube, or of course Ian will be showing the videos at some point as well through his streams. So let's say my Gruffalos have now been put out, so I can guarantee there's been an extra 20 Gruffalos put in circulation, 2 of each letter for Ian. Or was it 4 of each letter? 4 of each letter, my maths is terrible. So I've put the 2 lots of 10 Gruffalos in circulation for Ian. And obviously they're now out there, so I can guarantee there's 50 out there. I think I've just seen somebody else has also put some out, so there's definitely, they're getting in circulation now as we speak. Some people are still waiting to be received. but I'm sure if they're received, they'll also be out there as well. No, I think they were just unfortunately they didn't go in because they were brand new coins, and all new coins, well, some new coins don't get recognised straight away. They went in eventually. Every single one has definitely gone in. It just took me a couple of attempts on some of them to get them in. So they're in there, they're out in circulation. So that's you know the whole point of what's happening with the Peter Rabbit, and obviously now with the Gruffalo. So I know there's definitely 70 of them out in circulation. I'm sure there's going to be more. Right, okay, fair enough. So does that mean I should remove Lighty? Although technically he's the guy that puts me on and tells me what time to go on. So I'll keep Lighties until Ian tells me otherwise. I think Silly may need to stay because he's obviously going to be modding later on. So we'll just have to ignore that Lighty and Silly have got mod colours on them and keep them as they are. I'll just concentrate on you and Lorna. Yeah, sorry, Lorna, you and Chris. I'll just concentrate on you two. So you two can be my protectors as it may be, and I'll just concentrate on what you two say. Sorry, Lighty and Silly, I'll obviously read your comments, but I'll take orders from the other two. I hope the other two will protect me, as it may be. And also my Sue, I'm sure she might not have her mod anymore, so Sue might have it taken away as well, which is, you know, fine. I can always put it back to Sue if I need to later. Go on, Scott. Beard, ever remove Warren? No, I'll keep Warren where he is. Unless Ian tells me to, I will leave him there. I'm not getting myself the sack. So anyway, same as usual, I will more than happily have any kind of coin chat, any other kind of chat, I don't mind at all, as long as it's mostly mainly coin related. And of course, you know, it's a community thing, so we're quite happy. It's up to the CJs, is it? Okay, I'm still not going to remove Warren. When he called him Lauren, then that could be his dressed up name. There you go. That should be Warren's dress up name now, Lauren, because I called him Lauren instead of Warren then by accident. So for those that don't know, Warren will be doing a trip, hopefully around the Mint, dressed in drag. So we are looking to get as many sponsors as possible. The aim was to get £250. I don't think we're anywhere near it as of yet. I don't know what the figure is, to be honest. If anyone does want to give to Warren's charity Mind to help him get around the Mint in drag, then please donate through the admin site, the admin part of Ian's website, obviously the Great British Coin Hunt, and make a small donation. We just have to pre-warn you that you will have to pay the £1 postage. So please take that into account when you obviously make any donations for Warren, and also put in the Lauren Light. Bit of a mouthful, yeah. If you do put a donation in, please obviously put the reason in there. So just put Warren Mint or Warren Drag, or whatever it may be, and then it makes it easier for John, etc., to find out where to put his, you know, who to accredit the money to for the charity. Lorna, no, they still haven't been received. I'm getting more concerned now because the same Gruffalos were open. So the actual packaging was open. Luckily the coins are in there, the coin sack was in there, and my COA was in there, but the actual envelope had definitely 100% been opened. So I complained to the post office. Actually, in fact, I complained at the post office when I sent Ian's ephemeras back to him. So, but yeah, no, my snowman haven't turned up yet. I'm hoping they will do. Have yours all turned up? I know Chris got his, but yeah, mine still haven't turned up yet, which is a bit, I say, worrying, because I ordered them last Tuesday and we're now on Wednesday the following week, so should have them by now. I can hear, but guessing Chris is on the drag again. I'm not sure. I think Chris was trying to get me to demod you, Lighty, to be honest, and I've refused. And then Lorna's confirmed it's up to me who I can put as mod or not. So I'll obviously hope Lorna and Chris do the things, and I'll just ignore, well, not ignore, but, you know, I'll just watch what Lorna and Chris are doing, and I just noticed there's a spanner for you and Silly has, and I'll just pretend that you haven't got spanners for now, because obviously Silly's going to need his later, and you will need yours at some point. So if anyone does have to say any coin related topics, any questions, I don't know if Lou's still on. I'm still waiting for my KFC and she hasn't replied to me. So think she's vanished in the background. But yeah, absolutely. You didn't order any. Oh, you didn't order any snowmen, did you not? Oh, sorry, Lorna, I thought you did. Must have just been. There's someone else that ordered some the same time as me. Yeah, I did, Warren. Sorry, I called you Lauren by accident. I got a bit confused. So that's because I was reading Lorna's name at the same time. It began with L. Yeah, it wasn't really. I'm just making that up. But yeah, I think that should be your name when you go around the mint, Warren. Lauren. Because it's, very similar. So, you never know. It might work. Unless you would have been given a name to go around the mint with. I don't know. You've received yours, Javid. Yeah, I definitely haven't received mine yet. Okay, you can hear us now. Laugh out loud. So do you want the name Lauren when you go around the mint, Lighty? Or have you been given a name for your drag dress as of yet? Just for my curiosity. That was a scary FaceTime. Okay. You don't like the new snowman? Oh, yes. I remember, Lorna. I'm terribly sorry. My memory is like a sieve at times. It's because I'm tired. That's what it is. Yeah, I totally forgot. You don't like them and you think the picture was rude, just like Steve pointed out on his stream, and a few other people like Lighted now pointed out on their stream. I remember. Yeah, my apologies. There was someone that definitely got it at the same time as me. Maybe it was Disney or one of the other people that come on and ordered the coin at the same time as me, but haven't received theirs and I haven't received mine still. But I say it's very worrying when the Gruffalo turned up today and had been opened. Luckily all the coins were there. So I've now put mine into circulation. So, and the video is on YouTube if people do want to watch it. So that's good. There's 13. It keeps fluctuating between 13 and 14. I think they tune on and think, oh, it's the same guy from yesterday. Let's turn off, and they turn off. Unfortunately, it's me. Some people like me, some people don't. It's personal preference again. So Ian's postman has moved your way, quite possibly. I never normally have problems with a post. I unless it was done Ian's end when it was sent from his sorting office to me, but they wouldn't have known it come from Ian. So I don't know, but it was definitely open when because I opened it up, and unfortunately I accused one of the kids of opening the post, which got me into the bad books with Sue, and it wasn't either of my kids, and it wasn't Sue. It literally just was open. Which was quite frightening. The actual part where Ian puts his TGBACH return to sender sticker was off, and the actual envelope itself had been ripped and opened. You could see it had been physically opened. So that's why I thought one of the kids and things had done it, which they hadn't. But luckily, touch wood, all the coins were there. They've all been put in circulation, and my COA was there as well. Lighty, you say that, mate, but you get a lot more viewers than I do all the time. So I'd say I don't mind in the slightest, but I think people, like everything, we all have our favourites. So as I say, it is what it is. Hopefully, the people that tune in like me keep coming back. So that's good. But yeah, there's certain people. Obviously, people watch more. Obviously, like Ian the other day when he had his 50 people on. I think that's the highest I've ever seen in one stream was 50. So, that was amazing that in one hit. You sent a parcel to Louise on Saturday. There's a phone call ringing. I'll let Sue pick it up. I don't know if people heard that, but in the background you could hear the number that was being read out on my telephone, which is quite funny. We've got one of those things that tells you who's calling, so we know if it's an anonymous caller or indeed if it's an undesirable caller, as it may be. It's got to be seen 12 till 5. You'll have 20 to 30 as well. It's a good slot to have. Possibly. Unfortunately, I'm always at work between that time. Just give me a second. Again, can you call back? Oh. Give me a second. I'm sorry, I've got another call. Hello? Hello? That's all right. Okay. Fantastic. That's absolutely brilliant. I'll possibly come down tomorrow lunchtime if that's okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. Seb and hello again. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Not a problem. Thank you very much. Cheers now. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Sorry about that. For those that don't know, I've been put on a trial. I'll show you actually. Don't worry, I'm not stripping. Yeah, all right. So calm down. I was put on a trial yesterday. It's now been stuck on my t-shirt. So if you can see it, that there is a sensor, and that basically it's very commonly used in America. Unfortunately, it's it's not as commonly used in the UK, or you can't get it as easy in the UK. It's not been released properly into the NHS world for adults. It has for children, but not for adults. So I'm a type 1 diabetic, and basically it's a machine, it's a sensor where I literally put the sensor to my arm, and it tells me what my blood sugars are. So it also gives me patterns and things to look for, which is pretty good. So pretty much, you won't be able to see it, but that's the kind of graph that it gives me, telling me my sugars are low or high and so forth. It's a lot handier now because there's lots of rules that you have to follow when you're diabetic, especially if you're driving. For example, you're supposed to give yourself, which I do, you give yourself a blood test each time you have to go driving to make sure your sugars aren't too low. You have to renew your license every 3 years. There's lots of rules and things. You have to confirm that you're hypo aware, which I am, and lots of things to keep your driving license, etc. So it's a well, it can be a bit of a pain, but this new sensor thing is great because it means I don't actually have to physically prick myself, and can now just scan, and that gives me the evidence that I've tested myself before I go driving, etc. And last time I went to the Royal Mint, I actually bought a sensor for that very reason, because of the fact that you can just literally scan yourself. It's a lot quicker. So that's why I bought one previously. But to buy them, they're like £60 each, and they only last for 2 weeks. So you're looking at £120 a month for these sensors. So it does work out quite expensive. All in all, I bought about 6 or 7 of them. But because I'm now being told I can get them hopefully on the NHS, that was the hospital phoning me up to confirm they got a prescription ready for me, and I can go down tomorrow and pick it up, and I should get another sensor. So I've got now 6 weeks worth until hopefully they get the full funding for me on the NHS. Let's keep your fingers crossed. If not, I'll have to keep paying for them myself, or indeed just use my normal blood test machine that I've been using. So I know I've digressed again, but I thought people might be interested. You know, that's from my charity as well. So the charity that I voted and I put my uploads in the machine was for Diabetes UK. Obviously, I mentioned the Great British Coin Hunt and also Bungle Collects, but my charity I selected was the Diabetes UK. So if anyone does get that ephemera or with diabetes in the top, you know, it was the one or one of the ones that I put in. There's 2 reasons. I'm diabetic, and Katie, unfortunately, my little girl, is as well. So she's had the sense now for a couple of years. She's been quite lucky because children are treated different to adults, as we all know. Plus, apparently, I'm too well controlled to hit all of the criteria that other people, unfortunately, tend to hit. So anyway, doesn't matter. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, I'll get it. So if anyone does want to have a look at or discuss any 50p's, I can by all means. I mentioned the list on one of my last streams. I have produced the list now, which tells people the coin mintages and put them in order of rarity. I will be sending that list to Ian any day now. I sent him a copy of it, but it didn't work. That's because of the computer that I've used. Unfortunately, I bought myself a new laptop, and it doesn't have a CD drive in it. I didn't know that they made laptops nowadays. They don't have the CD slot in it. So my copy of Windows, Microsoft, Microsoft Office, it should be, is a CD, and obviously I couldn't put it into the computer, so I had to get an Office program on. I used OpenOffice, but unfortunately OpenOffice doesn't seem to be compatible with Windows. If anyone knows how to make it compatible with Windows, that would be absolutely brilliant, but it doesn't, not with Windows, sorry, with Apple. So for some reason when I sent it to an iPhone, it doesn't recognise it. It doesn't recognise it on my phone either. So I'm going to have to somehow transfer it to my other laptop and then open it up and send it back onto Ian. So that'll be quite handy for Ian, and so I have other people, if they want to have a look at the list, I'll more than happily let people have a look at it. As I say, it just tells you the mintage figures, which I've done obviously quite a bit of research into on the internet and things to get the mintage figures for 50p pieces, because obviously, as we all know, I like my 50p's. However, I have offered to Ian, if he likes it, that I'll do a £2 one as well, because I'm getting more and more tempted to start collecting £2 coins. So that's just a bit of an update on where we are. But if anyone does want to know those figures, let me know and I'll happily read the top 10 for you. I did do it the other night. The reason I did it in the first place was because of the list that Change Checker sent out. They sent out a list the other day. Hold on. Yeah, it is a notebook. Or it's a funny touchscreen flip flop thing. I don't know. Yeah, it is a notebook. It's a funny flippy over touchscreen silly thing with a keyboard. It was sold as a laptop, so I'm just assuming it was. I don't know. I can't even. I put it down, will it turn my screen off? That's the question. Yeah, it's a ThinkPad that I've got. So yeah, I bought it from PC World, and it's very good. I like the touchscreen, but it doesn't have a disk drive on it, which I didn't realise, which is quite annoying. But anyway, you learn from your mistakes. I can buy a separate disk drive if I choose to, or I'll just put my disk into my other computer and make it so I can put it onto a stick and put it into the computer that way. There's ways around it. I'll sort it out. Obviously, I've still got my legit code when I've got the Windows from, so I can not a problem with that way. Anyway, I'm talking about computers again. Sorry, ignore me. So yeah, if anybody does want me to, mention the mintage of the coins, the reason I did it again was because of the fact that Change Checker released their scarcity index, I think they call it, and I thought it was a bit odd because a few of the coins on the scarcity index, I can understand bits of it. For example, Benjamin Bunny is by far the most common 50p that's commemorative, but it was near the top of the number ones, and I've realised that was done in alphabetical order. So I totally understand when I've done that, to put it in alphabetical order, and that's why it's a 1 with the other coins that are 1s. But the other one I couldn't understand, and I still can't understand and get my head around. People have offered explanations, and I can understand possibly some of those explanations, but I like to try and get my head around the things a bit more. So, for example, Flopsy Bunny last year, I was saying to anyone that listened to me, I think Flopsy Bunny was going to be the rarest out of the 4 coins that were released for the Peter Rabbit last year. I was adamant it was going to be Flopsy Bunny because it was the one I was finding the least of in my change. I was finding the Peter Rabbit with the, I say carrots, I know they're radishes, but I was finding those Peter Rabbits quite a lot. But I wasn't finding the Flopsy. I was finding Tittlemouse, and obviously I was finding lots of the Taylor of Gloucester. But I couldn't for the life of me find Flopsies, and I kept getting 1 or 2 trickling in. So I thought Flopsy was going to be the one that was the lowest mintage. But it turned out that Flopsy and Peter Rabbit both drew at 1.4 million each. I must have just been lucky in getting a Peter Rabbit. So I thought they were going to be, they are identical, but I thought one was going to be higher than the other. However, on the scarcity index, it seems to be that Change Checker agreed with me, and Flopsy is more scarce than Peter Rabbit 18 according to their thing. But I can't understand that because obviously the 1.4 million each, how can one be at 40 and the other one be at 37 or 38? It just doesn't make sense. And also Jemima Puddle Duck's near them as well. We know Jemima's got 2.1 million. I could possibly understand that maybe a little bit more because people have been collecting it and storing it away, etc. So it makes less of them available out there in circulation. But for me, it just doesn't make. Took you ages to find Jeremy Fisher. Have you got one, Lorna? I'm presuming you've got one. Jeremy Fisher is like 9 point something million. Hi, Charlene. So that was 2017 ones. They're quite common. So Taylor Gloucester, I was getting tons of them, but for some reason I haven't found one of those in change for absolutely ages. But I keep finding Peter Rabbit 18s and Flopsies. I've given a few Flopsies away. You got one off eBay, okay? So yeah, I got a few Flopsies just recently, and I've given out to people that haven't got them. one person on here in particular got one off me. And as I say, in relation to the Peter Rabbits, I've still got one of those left with the carrots, because I don't keep the coins. I tend to give them away to people that I know. So it's, you know, it's fine. Hi Hannah. I'm fine, thank you. I was just talking about you before, and Louise. She was on your stream. She was on before, but she's vanished again. So I don't know where she's vanished to. I think it's because she's realised it was me and she switched off, or the fact that I mentioned that she was going to go KFC for me in a buggy. Maybe she has gone on a scooter to KFC for me. I don't know. We'll soon find out. I hope everything's all right at yours, mate. Obviously, I'm not going to, you know, say too much, but I hope things are cool. Your ears must have been burning. Yeah, quite possibly, quite possibly. It was all good. It wasn't anything bad, I promise. So let's just have a quick. Javis put notebooks are about CD drive and laptop called notebook. The drives but days just sell them like that. Saying laptop, that's being clever. It's fixed and shots PC laptop. Yeah, I get that. As I say, I've luckily still got my old laptop, so I will be able to sort it out. Louise's Fire Scott, she just popped to say hello to you. Hi. Oh, she just popped in to say hello to me. Oh, got you. Okay. And hi, Andy. And hello all. So, yeah, so that's the reason we mentioned you, Hannah, is because of the fact we was talking about your stream and the KFC instance, etc. yesterday, which was, I thought was quite amusing, to be honest. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Nothing bad to say at all, I promise. And Lighty, Andy, parcel on your way, bud. Okay, so that's was Andy the recipient of some Olympic coins, Hannah, or other coins? I think I might have seen that stream. Yeah. Has Sue still got a spanner? I didn't look. Yeah, I don't know if Sue's still got a spanner. I didn't see. So just type hi and I'll see if you got a spanner. Yes, you have. You're all spannered up. That's great. Yeah, I've dashed out for a few, Scott. Who's dashed out for a few? Oh, you have. Okay, cool. We'll get that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, brilliant. So I didn't know Sue had a spanner. Sue's always my, I was going to say always my spanner, but that's really wrong. It wasn't meant that way. Hi there, Gordon. Hope you're okay. I am going to the Mint. Yes, I'll be there on the 24th and 25th. The actual tour itself is on the 25th that we're going on. However, I think I might be going, well, I'm going to be going early enough to hopefully go on the Friday. I want to try and get 2 strike your own coins. I don't know what they're going to be yet. Warren still won't tell us. But hopefully, you know, I'll try and get 2. I've got 2 people in mind that I'm going to give them to. One of them I confirmed it on one of my streams and they know they're going to get one. The other person I haven't confirmed it yet, but I will certainly be giving it to that person. The only stipulation I always say is the fact that but as I said, the only stipulation is the fact that if it's a 50p, it's tough. I'll be having them instead. But if it's not a 50p, then I'm not too bothered, and I'll get them and give them to 2 people I've got in mind. So, but yes, I'll definitely be there, Gordon. Sorry, I digressed a little bit. I'll definitely will be there, mate. Yeah, 100%. Are you going? It'd be nice to see some familiar faces and familiar names. I know I don't. There's only faces we recognise from people that stream, etc. But you know what I mean. I can see that Sue's taking a mick in the background, but I don't know what she's saying. So she's upstairs. So I don't know. She's been moaning. She's been ill all day. Bad head. So I know Katie's not been very well. So, and Ollie was ill last week. Since we're going around, there's lots of people in the school that are off. It's funny though. Our Ollie was ill. So how good is my info though? For this weekend, I'll be telling you about the new coins Westminster and CC announcing today. Okay, I trust you, Lighty, but you need to tell me what these strike your owners do. Is it a 50p? That's all I'm interested in. Just give me a quick message and say no, and then I'm happy. If you say yes, then I'm still more than happy, but will I be gutted? That's the question. No. Thanks. I take that as a no, you're not going to tell me. So Thank you. You're definitely not going to give away those secrets, are you? You probably gave her it. Yeah, I probably did give her the headache, to be totally honest with you. Anyway, back to the story of Oliver. So Ollie had basically gastric flu last week. He wasn't very well at all, so he wasn't allowed in school. And we told the receptionist, and she said, "Yeah, keep him off, keep him off." The doctor told us to keep him off because he went to the doctors. And then we got a letter through the post today. Your son's attendance has dropped down to a certain amount. Please be vigilant on his attendance. And we're like, well, you told us to keep him off. So that's schools for you. Don't understand it, but you know, clearly they tell you to keep him off, and then you keep him off, and then they tell you off for keeping him off. So schools are definitely weird things. Oh, okay. So yeah, forgive me. I've digressed again. So as I say, I am the 50p guy. Sounds like a bit weird, that, doesn't it? I collect 50p's. I hunt 50p's. I am a coin collector. I don't sell them. Few bugs fly. Yeah, nothing worse than be. Here's the coffer one now. Walking past. Yeah. So I collect 50p's. So I'm a collector. I don't sell them. However, I do tend to, if people haven't got them, and I know people haven't got them, then I don't tend to. I don't make money on it. I'll just give them 50p normally if I've got them. So I'm at the moment trying to sort out my friend's book. She only needs 2 coins. I've actually managed to get one of them from a lovely person on here today, and I promise that person I'll send them a coin back, which I'll be doing tomorrow. So she didn't know which coin she wanted, so I'm going to send her a mystery coin. So I'm hoping that they're not watching. So I've got a choice of 2 coins to send the nice person that's sending me the coin from my friend. It's an NHS coin that I needed, and I'm being sent it. So I'll put it out there, one of the 2 coins, and I'll let you decide which one you think I should send to the lady. So she's been very nice. My friend needs 2 coins, and she's given me one of the coins that I need for my friend. So the 2 coins, the coins I'm torn between sending, because she said a mystery prize. I haven't seen her name, so I don't think she's on as of yet. So it's either I accidentally bought a coin Paddington book for this year, and inside it's got the 2 coins. They're proof coins in the book. It's a proper Paddington 2019 change checker book. I bought it by accident thinking I was buying the coins, and I bought the book. So that's the first option. Or the second option is my last Peter Rabbit 18 with the carrots, because I know that's quite a desirable coin. So what do you guys think? Which one should I send as my surprise or my thank you coin to the nice person who's helped my friend out? Peter Rabbit 18. Thanks very much. Any more suggestions? I was thinking I know obviously well, to be honest, I think they're both worth the same kind of value. The 2 Paddingtons, I know they're $4.50 each, and the book was about $5. So, but Peter Rabbit now is going to be selling for that quite soon. So similar kind of price, about 15 quid. So I don't know, but Peter Rabbit quite possibly. So I will be sending that to a nice lady. Gordon said to Peter Rabbit as well. Okay, so I'll send that nice lady then the 2018 Peter Rabbit in place for the NHS coin. That's absolutely brilliant. Sandwich Katie's got the full. Hannah, Katie's got all of them. I always get 3 of everything. So Kate's literally got all of them. But thank you. Katie's favourite's Flopsy, and all the Flopsies have gone. But I have got, as I say, in relation to Kate's got a Flopsy anyway. This is Katie's book, as I say, she's got all of them. So I sorted my 3 out first. Even Q. No, Q's the one my friend wants. That's the only one that she needs. So I'm trying to find her desperately a Q. But Katie's got a Q, yeah. I can.
Katie says Q's the rarest, is that true?
Yes, Katie's right. Q is the rarest. Katie will be learning. She watches and hands through clothes with me. This is Katie's Q from 2009. She's also got a 2016 one, but that's Kate's Q. So she's got both. She's very lucky. in that respect. I had to buy Katie's. I found my one in change, but Katie's I had to buy. So both my kids have got them. Haha, I haven't even got Q myself. I know you haven't, Hannah. Billy Joe makes us well aware of that one. She's trying to get it off Warren, isn't she? So yeah, so I've been very lucky in that respect. I found a Q and I bought a Q for Katie. So we both got a Q each. And we both got a 2019 Q from the coin sets. I bought 2 of the coin sets. Well, I bought 3 of them actually because I got the proof sets of both the 2019 50 years of 50p's. So yeah, you've got 2, Warren. Wasn't one of yours a fake one that you was showing the fake and the real one though together? Or have you got two legit proper ones? I say yeah, the only coins my friend needs now, the only coin my friend needs now is a Kew Gardens. So I said I'll try and find one. If I do find her a Q, then I'll just give her it for free because she's my mate. So I've got to try and find a Q. That's my mission. So all my coin hunts now, I'm trying to find a Kew Gardens, and then all the other ones I know that are rare, I put in a piggy bank and I will send them out to people if they haven't got them, or indeed send them to Ian. So 2019 Q. You need 2009. Yeah, a lot of people still need 2009 Gordon. That's what my friend needs as well. She wants 2009. Absolutely. So Hannah, she's got more chance of winning the lottery than what Warren sent in a coin. She could have his fake one. Yeah, fair enough. That's a value-added point. It'll fill the space on the book, wouldn't it? There is people actually out there that sell we're not supposed to say fake, souvenir coin is what I like to call them on eBay. If you put it as a souvenir coin, you get away with it on eBay for some reason. So people like to sell the souvenir Q. In actual fact, underneath the part of the Queen's head on the Q, it says copy the souvenir ones that people tend to sell on eBay. And it is a coin filler, a space filler, it will fill the book. But everybody knows that everybody wants the real one if you're a coin collector. There is a 0.3% chance of getting Q. I was very lucky, I found one. Javid found one literally about a week ago. He's also in the stream now. I know Christopher Collects has found one. There's been a lot of people. Caledonian Coins found one. UK Coin Hunt got one. So there's a few of us that have found them in change. We're very, very lucky that have. I couldn't believe it when I found it. I thought for ages, I was like, I've explained it a couple of times. You're speechless. You look at it, you think, is that real? And then when you actually do check it's real, you still can't believe it. So yeah, it's definitely, I say, a bit worrying when you found one. Max Coins, you found one, fantastic. So there definitely are still out there to be found. Just very, very lucky if you find one. I think the one that UK Coin Hunt found from memory was one that people had basically been cashed a bag there was literally, I remember watching the stream for UK Coin Hunt, and his bag was full of Olympic coins, and then amongst the Olympic coins was a Kew Gardens. You remember that episode as well. So that guy was absolutely amazingly lucky. A similar thing happened to me. I just happened to come across them, but I got a bag full of Olympic coins from the bank. She gave me 40 quid's worth of Olympic coins at my bank to go through, and I got basically nearly 4 full sets. Just from having those coins. I got lots of but I basically got my set, Kate's set, my son's set, and a 4th set. And that 4th set, I was missing about 2 coins in that 4th set, and I bought those from Ian when he did that mad weekend. So I got quite a few of those coins, as I say, quite luckily, from my bank. Bungle found one as well. Bungle Collects has found a 50. I must have seen that video as well. I watched them all, so quite possibly. So there's a few of us out there. Sorry, I've missed a couple of streams. So and that's not taking into account coins now in collectors. Yeah, exactly. It is very hard to find it. I'm sure you'll find one at some point. If you keep looking, or someone may possibly put one up for sale, etc. I know that Steve Fraser got one the other day and he sold it. He pretty much sold it straight away to one of the people on here. I remember it was her birthday at the time, and she managed to get a Kew Gardens, a proper one, and we know it's a proper one because Steve wouldn't have sold it if it wasn't a genuine one. Obviously the same as Ian. If Ian gets Qs, he's got a waiting list for people with Qs. In actual fact, his waiting list is that big, he won't put anybody else on the list now. Gordon said he also found 150 Olympics in one hunt. Yeah, it is amazing when that happens. I said she gave me 40 quid's worth of Olympic coins in the bank. I've completed 3, nearly 4 sets. So I was quite happy, and I did finish the 4th set with the help of Ian and that mad weekend, and then the 4th set I've no longer got. I gave it to somebody I like, so I was quite happy with that. So full bag 250, full bag Paddy at St Paul. Oh, okay, sorry, Lighty's just put a quick message on, he wants me to mention. Basically Ian has got a full bag of £250 worth of Paddington at St Paul's. He's selling the full bag for £350 including postage. 3 bags for sale, cash only. Contact Ian via WhatsApp, and that's less than 75p a coin. Warren, didn't he also have someone the other day for like a bag for like £19.99 or something like that as well? So I don't know if he wanted me to mention that as well. You need a mortgage for a Q. Gordon, no, there is people that sell them for £100 odd on eBay, you're quite right. You know, I'm sure the opportunity may come up from people in the future, you never know. But yeah, they're approximately about £100 odd, aren't they, on eBay at the minute. I was quite lucky. My first one I got it for 85, which I thought was quite a good price. It soon rocketed up after that, and the next one I bought was over 100. But the first one I found in change, but I've got 3 of them altogether. One for me, Katie, and Ollie. So I'm just looking for one now for my friend Shell, and then that's her set complete as well. But there's lots of people out there that want Q. She's got a 2019 Q, my friend Shell, but she hasn't got the 9, and she obviously, because she's a coin collector, she wants a 9 like the rest of the coin collectors do, because it's the rarest one, as people call it, the holy grail of 50p's. So very, very lucky if people have got them. I know I'm very lucky indeed, but I say it's mate, tell me about it. Lighty just said that if someone found a bag of Qs, it'd be very nice. It certainly would. I can actually tell you a story about that. A friend of mine's a bus driver called Pete, and he actually did in 2009 have a bag of Kew Gardens. Didn't realise how rare they were. Sold each one for £8, and that was back in 2009. He sold them for £8. Obviously, so it's 20 times 8 that he got, and he was quite happy. He's now kicking himself because obviously if they kept that full bag, he would have got quite a lot of money for that full bag now, but he didn't. So he's kicking himself on that one. But these things happen, don't they? So I wouldn't ever sell one for that. If I find one in change, it'll go to Shell. If I find another one, then I'll offer it out to somebody at some point if I find 2. But I think the chance of me finding 2 is very, 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 very minute. So dual date 50p is the rarest. 100% Gordon, you're right. 109,000 of those put out in circulation. However, that doesn't appear on the change checker scarcity index at all. I don't know why it doesn't, but it doesn't appear on the scarcity index in any way, shape or form. The only reason I can think that may be is because of the fact it's no longer in circulation, because we know it's a big 50p. But yeah, it is the rarest, 50p in circulation, that was put into circulation by the Royal Mint. The 50 is 50p, so I can understand possibly why Change Checker don't put it on there. But again, on my list, it is number 1. In actual fact, on my list, if you're looking at rare coins, number 3, I think, is the 1985 50p Britannia, because only like 600 odd thousand of that put out there as well. So, that's on my list because it is a rare 10p that was put into circulation. So it definitely is. Dual dated 50p is an amazing coin. I quite like it. I do like it. I'm quite lucky. I've got a couple of those as well. One I've had since my mother got me as a kid, and I say a kid. How old was I? 92. I'm 41 now. I was born in 78. I don't know. You can do the maths. 92. I think is about 14. So my mum got me and my brother one 92, 93 Shield. Not Shield. 93 D table and chairs EC coin. and then I bought one on eBay a few months ago for around about £50. So they are quite expensive, the dual date coin. I'm not going for a third one. I was tempted to, when Ian had it on his website for £90. I was tempted to buy one. I nearly did, but I just couldn't do it, and then it was sold when I actually did go to do it. So I was a bit gutted about that, but you know, it's life. Did you say in 1985 large 50p was the third rarest? I'll double check it. I'm pretty certain it was either 85 or 86. So just get me a list exactly. In actual fact, I'll not to read the full top 10 rarest circulated coins that have been put out on 50p's. So give me 1 second, and I'll just open up the list, and I'll read the top 10. And this is done on the mintage figures, so I will give you the mintage figures. I'm only going to do the top 10 because obviously I want people to get the list off Ian. So, but I will more than happily give you the top 10, and these are guaranteed details. I've got them all off the mint. There's certain coins though that I haven't got the information on, and they are probably rarer. For example, the lines across the face swimmer. I'm not sure how many's out there. It's unknown. So the Royal Mint haven't ever confirmed how many's out there, and nobody actually knows that, so it's down as an unknown on the list. But the top 10, if anyone is interested, here's your top 10 50p's with the mintage. Forgive me, I saw the cat crying. So the first one is these are the ones that the Royal Mint have put in circulation. Remember that, because obviously, in my opinion now, the lowest ones in circulation is the Peter Rabbit 2019 and the Gruffalo. But you know, that's just me. Officially by the Royal Mint, the lowest ones in circulation are the EC dual date table and chairs from 92-93, 109,000. The Kew Gardens 2009 with 210,000. The Britannia 1985 big size 50p, 682,103. And then the next ones are all pretty much Olympic, well, virtually, they're not actually, I tell a lie. So the next one is the football, that's the offside rule, with 1.125 million, well, 1,125,500, so 1,125,500. Then the wrestling coin at 1,129,500, so there's only 4,000 difference between the wrestling and the Olympic football. The next one is the judo at 1,161,500. Then it's a triathlon at 1,161,500. Then you've got your Peter Rabbit and Flopsy Bunny, and that's where I'll end the list, and they're both 1.4 million. So that's pretty much the top 10. I think that was 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was 9, tell a lie. And then the 10th one then is the Olympic tennis at 1,454,005. No, there's no 500, just actually 1,454,000. And then the goal ball shooting tie, you can see a lot of them in there are Olympic coins. Now certain people don't count the Olympic coins at all, certain channels. Other people, as say, count. That's why some people think that WWF and the Suffragettes 2003 is rarer, because people don't count them as the Olympic coins. Even we all know they're a coin, they're in circulation, so why people don't count them, I'll never know. So that is the list with all the figures, and I'll more than happily share. Well, that list is going to Ian at some point, or it has gone, he just couldn't read it, unfortunately. So let me just catch up on a couple of streams. Is Ian not getting the Wallace and Gromit and the second Gruffalo? I did read the newsletter but couldn't quite understand. Kian Lighty needs to talk to you, so I presume you read that message because I'm a bit behind the messages. I watched a video that Ian posted about that. Got a gold ball on Monday and you changed, was very happy. Yeah, absolutely. As I totally understand that. The Olympic coins are all still rare. That's why they're always, for example, when we reached a 5,000 subscriber giveaway, not giveaway, 5,000 subscriber auction, I should say. That's why the Olympics are included in coins, as well as the 8Z10p's that you can obviously use to bid with, because the Olympic coins are very rare. They're not rare, just that a lot of people collected them. In actual fact, the full set of Olympic coins sells for less than certain of them on their own. So I'll give you an example of that. You can probably get a full set of Olympic coins for around anything between 60 and £100. However, if you sell the football on its own, you're looking at £15 straight away, and the wrestling, triathlon, about £10 each. So if you work those 3 coins out, you're looking at 35 quid just for them 3. So people are selling, and if you sell the other ones at £3 a pop, you could make, quite easily make quite a bit of profit on that. But some people out there are selling them for £60 for the full set. If you get a book with it and it's official Olympics book from the Royal Mint, then you're looking even more, because that book's no longer, it's been discontinued. So or they haven't got it in stock, and they haven't had it in stock for a while. So the official Olympic book, if you get one of them, it's worth quite a bit as well. Some of the unofficial books are worth about £20, £25. So the Olympic coins are definitely nice coins to have, absolutely, and they are quite scarce. I can't think of where they were in the change checker list, but as I say, certain coins were above some of them, which I don't understand. As I say, Peter Rabbit and Puddle Duck were quite near each other, when Puddle Duck's got 2.1 million and Peter Rabbit 18's only got 1.4. Tittle Mouse 1.7 million was quite far down their list as well. So just confused by it, to be honest. Disney, just joining in. You have an official Olympic book, yay, great, absolutely brilliant. Have you filled it? That's the question. Are you still hunting for them, or have you got them all? Gordon, you have 2 full sets and working on the 3rd set, but going slower than other sets, definitely getting harder to find. Absolutely, it's because of people that find them. There's lots of collectors out there that want them. So I've got 3 sets. I did have 4, but I've got 3, and a couple of my friends have got them. Shell's got a full set. My mate Pete's got a full set. So they are definitely harder to get, because there's people that collect the coin have got quite a few sets of them. So I'm not being greedy, but obviously I want one for my son, myself, and Ollie. That's why I did it. And the 4 sets I sent to somebody I quite like, so I thought you can have that set, and they got it, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, absolutely good. Now definitely getting harder to find. That's pretty cool. So yeah, as I say, so anyway, thank you very much for the guys that did answer my question before about the the Peter Rabbit or the Paddingtons. I will send the Peter Rabbit to that nice lady that's helped me out with the Olympics. So that's pretty cool. You want the completer medal? What, for completing the Olympics book? I don't know. I know that one of the things my friend got when he bought a this is going slightly off the subject of the Olympic coins. He bought the A to Z 10 piece for 2019. I've got mine from the Royal Mint. I got one from the 19 I got from the Royal Mint. And I bought the book and I bought the coins, and it just come with the book and coins, which I was quite happy with, because it's the proper official album. But my friend got it from Change Checker, and he got a special big coin, which has got A to Z on it. And I'd never seen that coin until he showed me it the other day, and I was like, oh, why didn't I get one of those coins? Well, I bought my one, but then I realised it's because it comes from Change Checker. So they obviously are offering a coin at the Royal Mint, don't win, which is a bit odd. So, but yeah, so there's definitely certain coins. I didn't know there was an Olympic medal one as well. Or those are just an Olympic medal. Hi Malcolm. So yeah, as I say, if anybody does have any questions about 50p's or mintages on 50p's, etc., let me know, and I'm more than happy to tell you the mintages for the coins. I know Ian was talking about the WWF before. I quite like the WWF. There's only 3.4 million of them in circulation, so that is a rare coin. However, when you look at the rarity of that one compared to the Olympic coins, or indeed to some of the ones I've just mentioned with the mintages there, then you realise that is quite a long way down the list. In actual fact, it's over 30th in the list because of all the Olympic coins and the other ones I've mentioned. So why people put it on there as a third, or the suffragettes as a third rarest on eBay and things, I don't know. I don't understand how people can do that. So let's just have a quick look. Oh yeah, okay. I don't really collect the territories. I've got a few territories. I bought a few of the packs this year, like the Peter Pan, the Concorde, the cricket ones, um, the pantomime one, and I've got a few of the TT bike ones. I've got 3 of the bike ones. I've got the castle and things that everyone tends to find. I haven't got one of the dragon head ones. I'm sure I'll come across one of those eventually. But yeah, I don't really do the territories. If I come across them in my change hunting, then obviously I keep them. I don't cash them ones back in. I keep those coins because they're nice to have, because they're not very common. The territories coins. They are quite nice. A lot of the territories coins have really good designs on them. So yeah, I do collect them if I get them, but I don't purposely go out and buy them. I just get, if I find them in my change, I find them in my change. Obviously, the ones that I purposely go out and buy are the ones from the UK that have been officially released, like the Gruffalo, etc. Then I'll buy those ones, but I don't tend to buy the territory ones. If I find them in my change, though, I'll keep them because I do like them. I do think some of those are very, very nice designs. What about yourself, Gordon? Have you got many of the territories? I know Steve Fraser's very big on the territory coins. He's got quite a few, and his favourites are the penguins, I think it is. I got a penguin set. I bought it off UK Coin Hunt, in fact, who comes on the channel every now and again. So yeah, I've got a few of those, the penguin ones. So I got one set of those. I know Steve Fraser's got a few. So yeah, I mean, if anybody, I ask the question every week, and not many people reply to it. I like to hear what people's favourite coins are. I personally like the D-Day 50p. I know I mention it every stream. I know other people like Newton, other people like, different 50p's. I don't like the Benjamin Britain. I know some people agree with me, some people like it. It's all personal preference, isn't it? So, but yeah, by all means, if anyone wants to comment what their favourite coins are, including £2 coins, well, in actual fact, I say especially £2 coins because I haven't got many of them, and I'm getting very, very tempted to start collecting them, which I'm sure Ian will be happy with if I do start collecting them, because he knows I'll buy the ones that I can't get in circulation from him if they're, I'll probably get them from him at some point if that was the case. But yeah, absolutely. I know there's a bit of chat in the background. I'm not going to obviously say what that's about, but obviously Disney, I sent you a message before, and I'm so don't do it, Scott. Yeah, no, I know. Even Sue said I could start collecting them, but I don't know. I know what I've been like with the 50p's. I'd have to get 3 sets. So they will work out that way. Especially when I bring home bags of 500 quid's worth of £2 coins to sort through. I get the 250s, quite a lot of the 50p's. So imagine what it's like if I start bringing home £500 bags of the £2 coins. Definitely wouldn't be in Sue's good books at that point. But yeah, I have been tempted. If any come my way, I've looked at them. For example, I got a Scotland Commonwealth and give it away the other day. I've given a few away that I've found because I just don't collect them. Yeah, that's it. It's like a Pringle, isn't it? Once you start, you can't stop. Absolutely. So sorry, Gordon. You got my first Christmas, and you'd like to have a few territory coins, including 1s, 5s, 20s, and 50s. While you say that, I actually found 2 territory 2p's when I was doing I started doing my 2p coin hunt. The bag is still really heavy. Would you believe I've only done a couple of bags of that? I've got 20 quid's worth, and that is so heavy. But I have found, I've got them in a Haribo tub. It's full of coins. It's quite heavy because it's got all my ones that I'm going on the battle against with Chris Dyer when Ian does his next 1 and 2p auctions. So some bags of them. However, I did find, I'm not sure where they are though, a tub inside a tub. Here they are. I found 2 territory 2p's. This is for Gordon because he collects territory ones. So I was quite surprised when I found, say, a couple of territory 2p coins. So there's this one which I found. So I've never seen that before. I was quite shocked. when I come across this in a 2p change coin hunt. So you can see that's one of them, and then I come across this cycling one. It's not very good because obviously it's an older coin. I'm hoping you can pick that up. It's like two cyclists, as in not motorbikes, but pedal bikes, as they may be. And again, that's from the Isle of Man, that one. So yeah, I found those two when I was doing my 2p coin hunt. So I kept them out in their own little container because I thought they were different and I'd keep them. You haven't got a bad rep, mate. It's just that everyone knows you win. We're all worried when you bid, Chris. That's what it is. Yeah, so as I say, that's the couple of Territories 2p coins that I found that I thought were quite nice. So I've kept them at some point. No, I have to say that the bike one and the cow one, I've never seen them before, ever. But I've come across them in me so far in the coin hunt, which is quite nice. I've been quite lucky with my 1 and 2p coin hunt. I found a 2018 penny, which Steve Fraser's told me was worth about £15. I didn't keep it for very long. It went. I give it to someone for a penny. Actually, I didn't. I just give it them, to be totally honest with you. So that went. Got about 5 2017, and quite a few of the 2008 portcullis. That's just the 1p's. The 2p's. So I've still got about £18 to search through. So you never know. I might find a few more territories in that. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? What if he never does it? He will do another coin auction. It's the first of the month that we'll be doing those. So let's have a quick look. Chris, why did you get such a bad rep? So you don't get a bad rep, mate, at all. It's just the fact that we know that you bid and you win quite a few, so that's what it is. Chris, we better go to the bank and get some turn up against everyone. Yeah, that'd be quite good, Lorna. Because you're a pain in the auctions, haha, Chris. Fair enough. That was Lorna. That was Disney saying that. Sorry, Malcolm's put. What if he never does a magnetic coin auction? He definitely will, as I say. So I've not just read that one. The coin auctions definitely will be the magnetic coin ones or the non-magnetic again. Magnetic again. It's the first of the month, so it definitely will be happening. Very cool. Not the bike. Yeah, read that one. Andy saying he wants a bike one. The cycling Isle of Man. Yeah, that was quite nice. So managed to find it flukily. Did you not see it, Andy? Do you want me to get it out again? It's just a cyclist. So I was quite lucky in my 2p hunt. Lorna, stop encouraging him. Okay. Disney, it's not me, it's the other Chris. Oh, is it the other Chris? Oops, that could be my mistake, that Chris. I do apologise. Is that Chris Spree? Because that name rings a bell as well. So I'll get that 2p out again. So the first 2p that I showed was a cow. There's that one. I quite like that. It's a bit different. So that was the 2p with a cow on it. And then the other 2p I found was this cyclist's. It's obviously it's a bit older. It's a bit more mucky. However, though, if you put that in a glass of Coca-Cola, it will soon be shiny again. Although I'm not advertising that because it kind of ruins the coin a little bit. But yeah, that's the cyclist one. I'm hoping you can see that because it's very dull on my screen. But that's the cyclist one. So I've got both of those in. Oops, got both of those in change. So I was quite happy with that. Yeah, better get your magnet working. Yeah, absolutely. Got to go find them on eBay. The cycling one, I quite like that. Chris, behave. I have to sort you out. Ha ha ha. Okay. Give me for 1 second. 2p's. Oh, 2p's. I only started a few 2p's. The ones that I found that are non-magnetic, so it's about 30 odd p of them so far, and obviously the two other ones that are in there. I've lost my lid now, and I put them in a separate container. Give me 1 sec, I just need to get my lid. It's on the floor. You're going to get an eclipse, come about to bend over. Oh, you get a shiny moon head, which I never was. Okay, so yeah, pretty much. I'm going to the mint in Jan, absolutely. If that was aimed at myself, yeah. I think there's a few of us going. What is it? There's about 14, I think, from memory. I know that Chris is going, Chris Dyer, myself, Warren, Steve, Ian, quite a few. So yeah, there's definitely a few of us. I dropped some coins, so that was where it was, and then I bent over to pick them up and nearly killed myself. Yeah, no, so that was the coins. So they just started with 2p's, but yes, the next one with the non-magnetic auction will be on the 1st of the month. Yeah, I know you need thousands of them. I haven't got that many. I've got about 400 in pennies, so I'm hoping that hunt down there gives me quite a few more, and I can then have a couple more bids to go up against people that have got quite a few of them. But you never know. Obviously, we can enter the auctions when they happen. You had to put some sunglasses on. Oh, because of my shiny bald head. Very good. Oh, brilliant. I just twigged. That's fantastic. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm not going to burst into hysterics, but that's quite quick. I like that. But it could have been worse. It could have been the doesn't matter. It would have been like an eclipse then, wouldn't it, really? So, as I say, we digressed off the subject a little bit there of coins. So, if anybody, does want to have a look at any of my coins, or indeed just have a discussion about coins, that's absolutely brilliant. Of course, I'm more than happily talk to people about other things. If you want to know vintage figures and etc., again, I'll tell you those. It's a very, very quick time for me to mention we have now got 4.02 subscriber, 4.02 thousand subscribers. It certainly did put a smile on my face. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So we've now got, let's say, over 4,000 subscribers. Ian has put a video up in his Great British Coin Hunt, obviously YouTube. Please have a look at that. Tells you how to enter the chance of winning. It's £400 mystery prize from his website that will be given away as the prize. You literally just have to go in and make a comment, and that's pretty much what you have to do to enter the 4,000 subscriber giveaway. So please feel free at some point jump across, watch Ian's video, put a comment on it, and so that's how you can enter the 4,000 subscriber giveaway. Obviously the next milestone we're looking to try and get it to is 5,000. When we do hit 5,000 subscriber giveaway, at that point it will actually be a gold coin that's being auctioned off, and that will be the auctions would be 10p, alphabet 10p's, certain 50p pieces, some American coins through state quarters, etc. So there's quite a few coins that you can use. Obviously nearer the time we'll confirm exactly which coins they are, but from memory it was things like Puddle Duck, 2018 Rabbit, etc. So yeah, please feel free to start collecting those kind of coins if you want to enter the 5,000 subscriber auction when we get to 5,000. And another one which I want to try and forget that I can't forget is Ian has said when we get to 10,000 he'll do a live stream in a leather shirt and see-through trousers. So some of the ladies out there might quite like that. I would much rather skip that, but I'll watch it because of the fact that I'll have to just have a giggle. So but yeah, that's what's going to happen at 10k when we get there. A lot of the subscribers and things that we've been getting lately is obviously it's not just down to us guys in the UK. Some of it has also been from the guys in America. I can see that a couple of those are on. So you got Silly As and Noncom on at the minute. So evening, guys. So yeah, absolutely. They've been getting us some subscribers, etc. I personally quite like the American streams. I haven't seen that much of it because I'm tired all the time and I tend to fall asleep. However, when I do pop on, I always say hello and have a bit of a chat in there. I watched one the other day where he was randomly doing numbers or you had to say certain numbers between certain things, and whoever got the number first won prizes and things. So some of those things, those ideas are pretty cool. Some of the streaming technology the guys use in the US is brilliant as well. You can put two people on the screen at once, etc. So we're going to be learning from our colleagues across in the US how to do those kind of things, and possibly get two of us on the stream at once. That'd be quite interesting. So from what they're saying, it's quite easy to do. Personally, it's above my head, but I'm sure we can all suss it out at some point. But yeah, definitely, it's worth tuning into the gents from America. The only thing I will stress is if you don't like language, it's for 18s technically and over, because it's gone 12 o'clock at night. Just please be vigilant. They are doing their very best to keep the swearing down, but unfortunately, it's over 18s. People do put comments on that are swear words, etc. So if you're easily offended, don't tune in. But otherwise, do so, because it's very, very worthwhile and very, very good to watch. Some of the coins I've been seeing from America have been absolutely amazing. My favourite one up to now is an Abraham Lincoln one, and it was dated back to 1800 and something. Our coins in the UK, the oldest one we've got currently in circulation is 1991. 1971, sorry, the penny. And obviously the 50p, the earliest one for that is 97 now, because they changed the size of the coin. So yeah, they've definitely got some older coins out there in the States that we definitely haven't got. Yeah, I know we're trying to get Louise and Hannah on the stream at the same time. Hi there, Brain, and hi everyone. So yeah, as I say, definitely it's well worth watching some of the US streams, some of the money over there. The way they do the money as well from the banks, they come in tubes, like a plastic, like you can imagine like a Smartie tube full of coins. That's how they come. Whereas obviously here we get bags, don't we? And the bags are quite bulky, but these are like neatly wrapped up. So we could possibly learn quite a bit from the American banks, or the UK banks could. It's saying some of the coins are doing circulation for quite a long time. They look quite stunning. So yeah, I'm definitely learning quite a bit. I'm still not 100% on how the currency itself works in the US. Obviously, I'm used to having pounds and pence, but obviously the US guys obviously deal with cents and dollars and all that kind of thing, and quarters. Personally, I don't know how that works, but although saying that, actually I found about 4 cents with pennies, mixed in with pennies. So I know the cent is a very similar size to a penny. It's not exactly the same. However, people put them into circulation or into our pennies and hope that banks don't pick them up. And I say I found about 4 cents just recently doing that penny hunt. So I kept them as well, because I've never had American coins before, never ever looked at. So I've kept hold of those, and that's pretty cool. Pennies used to come in tubes in the post office many moons ago. Oh right, okay, I didn't realise that, Gordon. Mind you, I remember the old pound note. I know that went out of circulation early in the 80s, and the first pound coin come in. I remember that, but I didn't know that pennies used to come in tubes. It's amazing how we've now gone the opposite way. Then we used to have the tubes, it could be quite easier, where we've got the bags now, which I suppose putting them in bags to cash them back in makes sense, but to get them, it'd be quite a lot easier to walk around with, a handful of tubes rather than it is to a handful of bags. So that's just say my opinion again. But yeah, I definitely do like watching some of the American streams. They're absolutely brilliant. And so the guys out there amaze me, to be honest, with a lot of the stuff they get. So it's great. And of course, people's names that are in the chat group. If you recognise the name, and they are people that do, are CJs or moderators from across the pond, please subscribe to them, or indeed if it's anybody on ours that you haven't subscribed to, please subscribe to their channel. While I'm talking about subscriptions, I'm not after people subscribe to mine, don't worry if you don't want to, I get that. However, I have on my own stream uploaded me putting my Gruffalos into circulation. So they are on my video. You get a chance on my videos. You have a chance to look at that before it's sent out by Ian. But yeah, you can see me putting my Gruffalo into circulation. So it turned up in the post today. Everyone that's doing the Gruffalo gets 10 coins and a COA. There's a few of us that have got 20 coins to put out. So I put 20 out today, and that's my COA that I got for doing it. a lot of people don't know this, but I've actually already got 6 of these. I got one with all the letters. I basically purchased 5 of them, and this one I haven't quite decided yet, but I think it's going to my friend Shell. I'm pretty certain it will be going to Shell, to be honest. But yeah, I got the 5 already, so that's my 6th one, and I think it'll be going to Shell. So she's doing quite well out of me, my friend, isn't she? So yeah, absolutely. So I put mine out into circulation, so the videos are on my stream if you want to have a look at it. So yeah, to be honest with you, Marie, what I'm hoping happens, Marie, sorry, just put she wants one day for Brain to stream with Hannah. And you know, personally, I myself wouldn't mind doing a stream with one of the guys from the US. Obviously, I tend to stream, as we know, between 8 and 12 on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Obviously, I'm on tonight as well. I managed to get out of taking my son to football, and he's been taken by somebody else. Sue was going to take him, but obviously she's upstairs in bed with a bad head, although she keeps putting comments on here. So Ollie's been taken by somebody else. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool if I could do a bit of a crossover. One of my late streams where I'm on the guys from America's on at, you know, a similar kind of time, and I can just literally hand over then and say good night as it may be, and then that person carries on, whoever it may be. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing to do as well. You know, if we can put 2 people on the streams as well. Another thing that'd be quite a good thing to do would be, you know, each time someone's taken over their spot, they could actually come online at the same time as the other person, and then you can see both of them. And then that, you know, that person that's then on can say, for example, if it was Steve Fraser handed over to me, you could say, you know, Scott's just joined me, he's in the stream, you can see us both on the screen, and then he says, oh, I'm going to hand over now to Scott, and then Steve leaves, and it's just me in, and then we swap over the next stream when it comes to an end with the next person that's coming on, and that way it's kind of like an unbroken stream as it may be, and you can physically see the full you know, 24-hour rolling or rotating between the 2 CJs, having them together, etc. That's just something that I've got playing in my head, but you know, it's kind of a cool thing that could possibly do. You know, we are still also looking for CJs, people that are on the site and are obviously trusted on the site. And you don't have to be scared about showing your face off. Ian is quite happy for people to wear a mask and, you know, do their streams in a mask. I initially wore a mask on well, not for my first streams, but on Halloween night I wore a skeleton mask and got nicknamed Skelly Scott. So that you know, that's kind of what I've done in the past. There's a gent that streams in America, he wears a mask, so you know, if anybody does what is interested in being a CJ, obviously speak to Warren, etc. in your streams, and he may quite easily let you do that. I'd like to see the day that you got like Boris Johnson or Donald Trump wearing in a mask doing coins. So obviously it's the person wearing their mask, but that'd be quite interesting to see as well. Or you know, just some funny characters as it may be. That'd be quite good as well. Yeah, so it sounds like Marie wants to go on a stream as well, so that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, the masks are pretty good, as I say. It's for anyone that doesn't. I can understand why people do want to protect their identity. In the UK here, we there's a few of our coin tubers, as it may be, that just only show their hands on camera. So all you physically see is that, you know, hands sorting through coins. There's a few of us that put our faces on, like myself and Steve and, you know, Warren, etc., and Hannah, Ian. You know, there's a few of us that will put our faces on, but some people don't like putting a face on camera. I can understand it. You know, there's one particular coin tuber out there that only puts his hands on, has never revealed his face, and he had a particular nasty incident where his name was slipped out on camera, and when his name was slipped out, people then started, you know, trolling him, etc. Which isn't very nice. Give me a second. You back, mate?
No.
Okay, well I'm streaming, dude. How was football?
Sick.
You enjoyed it?
I broke someone's leg.
It's not sick, really, is it?
No, it's wicked.
Right, okay. I'll see you in a bit, mate. I'll talk to you later.
Seeing him in pain is wicked.
Right, okay, Ollie.
Don't like a little baby. baby, they'll cry their eyes out.
Right, okay, Ollie. Sorry, Ollie's just telling me a bit about football there and he's running past. What are you doing?
What?
Why have you got your football boots on? Just go.
I'm going upstairs, aren't I?
See you in a bit.
Love you.
Yeah, I love you too, mate. Sorry, Ollie's just come back from football training. As I say, that's where I normally go on a Wednesday night, but I got the night off today, yay. So that was quite funny. So yeah, as I say, it's wearing a mask would be quite funny or quite good. Say if people don't want to show their face off, etc. So there's that one particular poor guy who got trolled because his name went on camera and people, then trolled him. So I can understand why people don't want their face on camera. Personally, the way I've always looked at it is I am what I am. If you don't like me, tough. So I can certainly respect what some people not wanting to put their face on. So like you're saying, so like you're saying, StreamYard is dead simple to use. I'll have to have a look, mate. I totally forgot what the name of it was, but yeah, I might. So I just think, Warren, that'd be quite a cool idea if, let's say, whichever CJ's finishing, the other one joins them for the last 5 minutes of their stream, and then we can say, look, I'm handing over to, for example, Scott, and then I can say I'm handing over to Warren or whatever, and I just think bring them in that way. People know exactly who's coming on, and they can see it. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. Also, you can also do the dual ones if you want to, where you can have a bit of a conversation between the two CJs. That's another idea that could be a good one. So there's a few ideas that certainly do come up, and I think people could possibly think about. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, so I'm not sure I don't know if that conversation's for myself or for people that are talking about the streamings, etc. Anyway, so back to coins, etc. As I say, please, if you do obviously want to buy any coins, etc., please visit Ian's website, the Great British Coin Hunt, and see if he's got any coins obviously available that you're interested in. He's obviously got lots of the coins available. If he has sold out of the coin, then he's quite happy for you to go to other people's sites. For example, you can go to Chris Dyer's site. I'll mention Chris first because if you go to Chris's and you put the code in TGBCH, he will give you 10% off. Or you can also go to Steve Fraser Dragon Lord Coins if say Ian hasn't got the coins. I'll also mention UK Coin Hunt. He's a gent that sells books similar to this one, where you can do your coin collecting in. Go to his website as well. Check those kind of things out. It's absolutely fine. Ian doesn't sell books and things. So he's more than happy for us to mention, what people want to have a look at. Chris, I mentioned yours as well, mate. So the thing I just put Steve first, but I have to mention yours. I mentioned yours because of the 10% discount that you give. So as I say, if anybody does want to get coins from anybody, you can't get it from Ian, check out the websites that have just been listed. And as I say, Chris Dyer will give you 10% off if you use the code TGBCH. So that's a good thing to do as well if Ian hasn't got the coins. Please also bear in mind that Ian does do auctions or raffles, I should say, and there is raffle tickets available on his website. There's not many of the raffle tickets that he puts for each thing on each item, so you do have quite a good chance of winning if you get 1 or 2 tickets. I think there's like a lot of them only have 30 chances of winning, so if you get 5, then you've got 5 chances out of 30 to win, which is quite good. So there's lots of things that are available on Ian's website. There's still the prints and things, etc. About the subscription giveaways. I'll mention that again before I leave, but not just now because I think we're still only on the same 4.02. Although yesterday it was on 3.97, so it's gone up by over 50 in the last day, which is pretty cool. So we're trying to get to the 5,000. Ian's prediction is we'll get that before the end of the month. So that's a great thing that will hopefully happen soon. And as I say, the Gruffalos are definitely being put in circulation now. They're out there. The chance of people being finding those coins is getting higher because there's more of them out there now, which is also a good thing. So I'm sure you all know, you heard me banging on about it yesterday about why the coins are being put in circulation, etc. I might have upset a couple of people when I mentioned that the fact that I don't like the fact that they've released books where you can't fill all the slots. I think it's very naughty. It means you've got no choice but to buy the slots. It then led on to a bit of a conversation about next year's coins that Lighty confirmed are coming out, like the James Bond coin. I quite fancied looking at the sound of the James Bond coin. But then it's the dinosaurs, and someone asked, will the dinosaurs be put in circulation? And no one actually knows the answer to that question, only the Mint. But the problem there is, personally, I think they should put it in circulation because it gives all those kids and the parents of those kids the chance to get those coins. However, I probably won't put it in circulation because I know people will then have to buy them and make more money. So, you know, I just think they should put them in circulation, all the coins, to be totally honest with you. And which I think what Ian's doing is absolutely amazing. And again, why people should vote for Ian, etc. Because I think what he's doing is, as I say, absolutely brilliant. And not a lot of people, you know, realise exactly the whole point of it. It's not just, you know, people think it's a stunt and it's this, that, and other, or they think it's a stunt, etc. to, you know, publicise Ian. Well, that's, you know, it does publicise his business, absolutely, and that's probably a good marketing ploy. I totally agree. But you know, he's giving those people the opportunity that can't get the coin to get it for free in change, or not for free, but you know, to find it in change, rather than having to spend £4.50 or a tenner to get it. You know, and I do agree they should put all coins into circulation, Gordon, absolutely. But I can understand why Ian's doing what he's done. There's a lot of people out there that do agree with Ian, and I'm definitely one of them. However, there was one guy on yesterday that possibly didn't agree with what Ian was doing. But you know, we all have our own opinion, and so we're all entitled to our own opinion. But absolutely, you know, in my opinion, all the coins should go into circulation. However, and to release coin books with the coins that haven't been put in circulation to the public to buy, I think is not very pleasant. Hold on one sec. Yes, mate. No, you'll have to get your own Puritan, dude. It's all right, mate. So yeah, as I say, I think it's quite mean what the Mint are doing in that respect, putting them not in circulation, because you know, not every parent out there can definitely afford to buy, you know, all the coins. If you're a single parent, or indeed if you're on benefits, etc., and you like these coins, then you may not be able to afford to keep buying the coin. So it's not fair. They should just be able to be found in change, give everybody the same opportunity. Which brings me on to the next point I was going to mention. You know, I would be wonderful. Well, I would definitely, at the moment, and Ian knows this, and I've said it in quite a few of my streams, I get my coin, I literally get the coin, I'm not bothered about the blue packaging, I get it from Change Checker. I don't, it's Westminster Collect, who's part of Change Checker. Now and again I'll buy a coin from Westminster and Change Checker send it to me, so they're obviously affiliated, as we all know. So I would buy a coin, get the blue packaging, rip it open, and then put the coin in Katie's coin album, my coin album, or Oliver's coin album, and then the fourth one I give it to Shell, and that's pretty much it. So the problem there is the Royal Mint, or not Royal Mint, the Change Checker in Westminster Select can sell that coin for £4.50. Ian doesn't get that opportunity. He can only get the ones that come in packaging, which is obviously the big bits of paper that are about £10 each for people to purchase from the Royal Mint, etc. You know, so it's not really at this point making as much money as it should make, because obviously Ian only gets the package ones. Oh well, that doesn't matter. That's fine. I'll keep waffling at the camera, Susie. So as I say, Ian at this point, it can only get the package coin, and not a lot of people want the package coins. Some people do want them. You know, lots of people want the package coin, I should say. But however, you know, Ian doesn't give them the opportunity to buy the coin alone and then put it in his own packaging and send it out for £4.50 like other people get. So it's not fair that, you know, people like it's fine, Brain, don't worry, and Gordon. Don't worry about it. So I say what I would you know, strongly suggest is it's to be fair on everybody else, is, you know, for Ian to be able to get this coin that he can't get. There's companies that say that managed to sell it for £4.50, and the cheapest Ian can ever get it for You know, not, it doesn't get those infinite package ones. Yes, some for £10 each, wasn't it?
What's this Puritan?
Yeah, it is. Do you want one?
Yes, please.
There you go, mate.
Thank you.
There's a bottle of water down there if you want one.
Well, I thought I were full.
You swallowing it? Alright, there you go.
Thanks.
It's alright. Sorry about that. Poor Ollie has got, well, he gets allergies to grass and things, and he does football training on grass, so...
Right, if you want to remind us of calling towards my car, I forgot to pick it up.
Right, okay. So, as I say, he takes Piriton and things. So I don't know what to put it on, it's fine. He's got a rash. Okay, thanks for that. So as I say, yeah, Ian doesn't get the opportunity to get the way that I'm led to believe it happens is they buy the coin as a coin. So where you and I would find coins and change, these particular companies can get the coin as a coin, and then what they do is they put their own packaging on it and then sell it at £4.50. Obviously they're paying a lot less than £4.50 to get the coin, and then they're selling it on for £4.50. You know, that's what businesses do to make money, which is, you know, absolutely fine. But to not give other businesses that same opportunity, then, you know, that's a bit wrong. So Ian can only get the packaged coin. He can't get this single coin to put into his own package and send out. So he knows I quite openly get the coins from the place I can get it cheapest, because I'm not bothered about the packaging, I just want the coin, etc. Whereas other people just want the packaged coin, and they will get that from Ian. And I've stated this all the time, if Ian was ever given the opportunity to get those particular coins, then, you know, I personally think he'd sell out of them a lot quicker than the other companies do, because he wouldn't have the restrictions on people buying the amounts they can buy. He certainly wouldn't, you know, but basically I would be buying them from him, all of us guys would be buying them from him, if he had the same opportunity that other people have got. Yeah, we've got some in Sue's glove box, Disney, a bottle form with it, and we normally take Ollie to football in Sue's car. I don't tend to take it in mine because she's got a small car and you can park it easier. But yeah, he's always got Puritan in that. So Gordon's put, I have to buy the cheapest option for any coins. Yeah, no, I say I buy the cheaper ones. It's only because I don't, to be totally honest with you, I'm against the postage cost. You know, Ian charges £1 to post his coins. He was on free postage until people unfortunately abused things, so he had to put the postage cost back on. So, you know, the £1 postage I think is very reasonable. People like Westminster and Change Checker charge £2.99 for the postage. So that's why I kind of do what I do with my friend Shell. I get 4 of the coins at the same time, and she then gives me half the postage and the money for the coin that I get for her. So that's how we kind of do it, and then I only pay £1.50 for the postage and my 3 coins. So that's the way I tend to do it, and I'm quite happy to do that. But I say, if Ian had the opportunity to get the same opportunity these other companies get, then I could tell you hand on heart, I'd be buying the coin from Ian and nobody else. Again, because I just want the coin. I'm not bothered about the packaging or what it comes in. I just want that coin that's going to go in my coin book, and that's pretty much it. You know, there's lots of people out there who think the same as me. There's other people out there that want the package coin, and I get that as well. And then, you know, if I wanted the package coin, then I'd be buying it from Ian. I wouldn't buy it from the other people. However, Ian's not given the same opportunity as the other guys get. You know, he doesn't get sent the coin and then gets to put his own package on it and send it out. He just gets them the way he can get them, which is say isn't fair for any of the small businesses. So I'm not just talking about Ian's business. I'm talking for the whole coin community in general, coin businesses in general. They should all be given the same opportunity as Ian's given. Sorry, not Ian, that other people are given, you know. So they should all be offered that coin and said, you know, you can sell this for us. We'll give you a set amount for a set amount of money, and then we will, you know, you can then sell it at £4.50 like the others do. But they won't do that, because that means that they haven't got the chance of getting as many coins sold as they do. Because I know that, you know, quite a few of us on here, I'd say 50-50, just buy the coin and want the coin and not the packaging, as other people want the packaging. So I think Ian should have the same opportunity as the other guys get, and you know, anybody that sells coins for that matter, small businesses that are coin sellers, UK Coin Hunt, etc. Any of them should be given that same opportunity to get that packaged coin and be able to sell it in their own packaging, or indeed, you know, possibly a knockdown price and not a limited to number you can buy off Change Checker or other people like that. You know, the 50 maximum or whatever the maximum is, 10 per household and certain coins, etc. It's just not fair. So I'm totally against that. I don't. I think it should be one rule for one. You know, I totally understand how businesses work, and you have people sell things and buy things and things for cheaper. But you know, as I say, in relation to how they treat other companies, I think it's totally and utterly wrong. Sorry, let me just. Andy, is that the 2p coin that I've just showed? No, I won't be doing the 1s and 2p's again. So I'll do it when I do it once a month to get enough to do my stockpile for Ian's auctions. So the one I showed is currently on eBay the cheapest at £1.70. There's one on there for 100 quid for that 2p that I managed to find in change. That's amazing. So that means that the 1p 2018 I found 2 days ago, and now that one there are both worth money. Or the 1p one went to my friend, so that's amazing. That cycle one's worth at least £1.70. For me, it's worth 2p because I'm not interested in it. It's not a 50p. No offence to anybody. Some people do collect them, but yeah, it's just I'm only interested in the. No, I'm not, Gordon. I wish I was. We get by, but yeah, no, you know, I'm not rich. I wouldn't say I'm overly. I wouldn't say hard up. I wouldn't say rich. I would just say a normal. I'm quite happy. Let's put it that way. I think that's the best way of putting it. But it's just a 2p. I don't collect. I'm a bit, pardon the term, ignorant as it might be, because I'm only interested in 50p's. So I know that 50p's are what I want and they're what I collect. That 2p is just a 2p. Other people look at 50p's that I work with and think that's just a 50p, Scott. What are you going on about? Although some of them have been turning around lately and saying, how much is this one worth, Scott? How much is that one worth? So now they ask me the question because they know that I know a bit about the 50p. But I shouldn't really say I'm a bit ignorant in that respect, but it's just a 2p to me, just like other people say a 50p is a 50p to them. So, you know, forgive me for saying that. It sounds really rude me saying that. I don't mean to offend anyone, but it's just a 2p. It's a nice looking 2p. It's a different picture on it, hence why I kept it. But it didn't. It stuck to a magnet, so I was actually going to chuck it away, and then I saw the picture and thought, oh, that's a nice one. I'll keep that. And I did the same for the cow one. So they're both sat in my tub. I'll probably eventually go to Ian or someone else I might know at some point. I don't know. Is the honest answer. That's the word I was looking for, Sue, but I didn't want to say that either. But yeah, you know, we do okay. Let's put it that way. So, has anybody got any questions about 50p's while we're back on that subject? Gordon, I'll more than happily bring it to the mint, mate. Absolutely. I know I recognise your name. There's one particular guy that went to the mint last time that we were there, and Ian met him. I can't remember if that was you. If that was you, then you wouldn't even have to swap them, mate. You can just have them. But I'm useless with names. I remember the names I remember are the ones that I speak to on a regular basis. So, for example, Disney Princess. I know you all know her as Disney. I obviously know her real name, and I speak to Disney. I like Disney. I think she's lovely. There's lots out there that I recognise the names of that come on my stream regularly, and I talk to them. I recognise your name, so I know you come on. So you were at the mint, and I think I know who you are. definitely. Hi, Coin Snatcher. Gordon, it was your good lady, wasn't it? You know what I mean by that. If that's the case, then mate, you can have them. I'll just bring them and I'll give you them. Absolutely not a problem. The cow and the cycle, both of them by all means. And you just I wouldn't even give them for 2p each. You can just have them. Because it's just the 2p to me. So if you are the guy I think you are, just confirm you are, and then I will, let you have them. Won't be a problem. Cool. If it's you, mate, then yeah, sweet, not a problem. So absolutely, Gordon, 100%. I will keep those 2 coins. If I find any more funny looking 2p's, I'll put them in the same bag, and you can just have them, dude. Not a problem at all. I know you. You're a regular guy. I've met you in person, so yeah, 100%. 100%. If it is you, then those 2p's are yours, mate. Feel free. And if I find any more with cows or funny pictures on, then I'll put them in the same bag. You can have those ones as well. So yeah, Gordon, I'll bring them with me. Remind me nearer the time, because my memory is a bit of a sieve. Sue's watching though, to be fair, so she'll remind me to bring those coins to you. And yeah, I'll more than happily bring them to you. Or in fact, when I've finished looking through the coin book, if you want to get my number off Ian, because I know you've got Ian's details, text me and I'll send them to you, mate. You won't even have to wait till you go to the mint. I'll give them before that if you want. So yeah, Gordon, that's the best way of doing it. Get your text Ian, because I know you've got Ian's details. Everyone's got Ian's details. Say you're speaking to me in my stream. Remind him who you are, because obviously he's going to know who you are as well. And let us know, dude, and I'll send it to you in the post if you want, rather than wait until you go to the mint. Not a problem. Okay, sorry, I digressed again a little bit there. I've met Gordon personally at the mint last time I was there, and I remember the gent. So absolutely, yeah, just say by all means. So as I say, if anybody has got any questions in relation to things, even if it's about, sorry, pardon me, when we go to the mint next, etc., feel free, ask me the question. I'll more than happily help or chat to you about it. We're getting to that point where I've just been waffling on at you poor guys for the last few minutes. So we digressed away a little bit from coins, although I've just been discussing weird and wonderful 2p pieces with Gordon. So yeah, as I say, that's not a problem. And obviously I've spoke about other people on the stream. So yeah, feel free. So I think you're all talking about beer in the background now. That's absolutely brilliant as well. So yeah, back to what I was saying before. So personally, as I say, I may have offended somebody last night that was watching the stream. It wasn't done intentionally. I just don't think they agreed with my view. And as I kept saying, we're all happy. You're happy to wait till the mint trip. That's fine, Gordon. I'll keep hold of them, and just remind me before we go, and I'll bring them for you, mate. I promise you, 100%. Not a problem. So I may have offended somebody last night. As I say, it's because of the fact that I was whinging about the fact that Ian couldn't get the coins that other people could get, and it was doing a great thing putting the coins in circulation, and certain people didn't agree with my comments. And at the end of the day, there's lots of people on here that do. So I was thinking all day, should I apologise to that person because I got their entitled to their opinion, and they are, but I'm entitled to my opinion, so I'm not going to apologise for my own opinion, to be totally honest. So that's just me. Is there any special 50p's we should be looking out for? Yeah, there's a few 50p's with mistakes on. Obviously the most publicised one that everyone knows about is the swimmer with lines on their face. If you're lucky enough to find one of those, then you are looking a couple of thousand. There's also the Paddington at the Palace, where it looks like there's a crisp packet in the bottom corner. A lot of people say that's a mistake coin. It's quite a nice looking coin as well, because it's just normal Paddington, but it looks like it's got a crisp packet. It's where the die was not properly on the coin. That's another one you can look for. Obviously the uncirculated coins are good things to look for as well, and they aren't supposed to be in change. So for example, the IRB Battle of Britain and other coins like that, the 2009, 10, 11, 16 and 18 shields, they're not misprints, they're just proper 50p's that are out there that possibly shouldn't be out there. Yeah, the Paddington. So I'll get a Paddington out and I'll show you what I mean. I need to find a Paddington in Katie's book. Just give me one little second. Where are you, Mr. Paddington? Be so cool if I found out an error one now, but I don't think I have. Yeah, no, I haven't. Okay, so this is the Paddington coin I'm talking about. In this bottom corner here, there's sometimes like a blotch that could be, people say it's like a crisp packet. That's a strike error. It's basically where the die was funny on the coin. This is what the coin obviously should look like. Just a normal everyday Paddington. But I say on the it's like a crisp packet at the bottom of it. It looks like a crisp packet. It's just and a lot of people that's an error coin. I say because it shouldn't be out there. So that's one. The IRB Battle of Britain. Yeah, unfortunately because it's not in circulation. Mine is with my collection. It's not in Katie's collection because it wasn't ever put in circulation. So there's actually 4 Battle of Britain coins out. I mentioned this in the previous stream when I actually had the coins with me, and I haven't got the coins on me tonight. But I'll mention what they are anyway, and it's been publicised. Again, ironically, it was mentioned after I did my live stream. So I did my stream on a Tuesday where I was telling people what coins are rare in relation to like the Blue Pete at 50p, and I showed my Blue Pete at 50p, and then the Battle of Britons, and I showed my Battle of Britons, and then literally a couple of days later Change Checker put their video up with all these coins in, which people are looking out for. Now I think it's a bit of a coincidence. I was chatting about it for a couple of days, and then on the Friday the video come up. So but maybe I'm just reading into something I shouldn't be reading into. But yeah, basically the Battle of Britain, for those that don't know, there was 5 million of the normal coin put in, and it's the year in 2015 when they changed the Queen's portrait on the back of the 50p piece. So the one that went into circulation has got JC under the Queen's neck, Jodie Clark. In actual fact, I can get a Battle of Britain coin out. This is because she has got a circulated Battle of Britain in Katie's book. So let me find this circulated one in here. Where are you? There we go. It's here. So as I say, the Battle of Britain coin. I'll just get one out. So it's the same picture on the front of the coins. So there's your Battle of Britain coin, which you can all see. On the back of this one, you can see obviously the date, or it tells you there 50p around the edge, and also underneath the Queen's neck. If I can get it in, I don't think you can see it, but under the Queen's neck is the artist of the portrait's initials. On this particular coin it's a JC. So JC for Jodie Clark, and you'll see, as I pointed out there, it's got 50p written. So that's the denomination. I can't say that word, I always get tricked on that word. Basically it says 50p around it. So that's the one that went into circulation. There's over 5 million of them. What also happened at the same time was before this coin got put into circulation or was being produced in 2015, the date was at the bottom below the Queen's neck, and it's the 4th portrait. This one's the 5th portrait. Gordon's got an IRB. That's cool. So you know exactly what I'm talking about then. So underneath the Queen's neck, where it's got the JC on this one, the one that wasn't put in circulation, so it's put in the Proof sets, and the one that I showed off the 75 years of 75 years of Battle of Britain, basically. It was because it was 75 years on in 2015. That actual coin, the package that I showed, that coin is in that has got IRB under the Queen's neck. It also doesn't state the 50p. I can't say the word. The 50p. The denomination, that's the word I was looking for. So it doesn't say that on the IRB one. It's just literally the old Queen's portrait. It's got IRB under the Queen's head, and it doesn't mention the 50p on it. Also, at the same time, they brought out a silver-proof Battle of Britain, and on the silver-proof Battle of Britain, I haven't got a silver-proof one because I've never collected silver-proof coins. However, on the silver proof one, it's got the JC portrait, but obviously on this JC one, it's got the denomination down the side of it, the 50 pence. But on the silver proof one, it hasn't got the, it doesn't say 50p on it at all, but it has got the correct JC portrait. It's just missing the denomination down the side of it. And then of course it was then released this year in 2019, hence why there's 4 different versions of the coin out there. So 3 of them are, 50p 50p's, or the normal 50p, and 1 of them is a silver proof. But that's why there's 4 of the 50p out there of the Battle of Britain. Now, only 1 of them has been put in circulation, and the other 3 obviously haven't. 2 of the ones that obviously haven't been put in circulation is 2019 and the IRB one. Hence why if you find an IRB or a 2019 in your change, then you're looking for more money than the 50p, because they're never intended for circulation. And then of course the silver proof, which no one would put in change as a normal coin, because of the fact it's a silver proof at the end of the day. So no one's going to release that into circulation unless they're a little bit silly. So there's your 4 different versions of the Battle of Britain coin, just explained. I also mentioned the Blue Peter coin. I haven't got one of those. I have it upstairs, but I haven't got it on me. It's with my collection. And that was the Olympic that was designed by the young girl from Blue Peter, or at Blue Peter, Florence. I can't remember her surname, but Florence designed the coin. It was initially released in 2009. There was 100,000 of them struck, but only just under 20,000 actually got sent out, and the other 80,000, I'm led to believe, have been melted down. So this is that 50p that was the Blue Peter 50p. Obviously this one isn't a Blue Peter, it's just a normal everyday, well, I say every day, there's a couple of million of these in circulation as well. This is the 2011 one, as you can see the date in the bottom corner there. However, the other one has got 2009 written on it when it's a Blue Peter one, and of course keep your eye out for that in your change. In my opinion, your chance of finding that one is probably higher than the Battle of Britain, and the reason I say that is because lots of kids would have got it from Blue Peter and thought to themselves, oh, sweets, and spent that 50p. This is the way I'm thinking about it, so I'm hoping it's been. And not for the kids, of course, but and then I think you've got more chance of finding that than the IRB Battle of Britain personally, but you may get a chance to get either of them in your change at some point. You forgot about the 2019. You had that one too, just haven't got the silver proof. Yeah, no, I haven't got the silver proof either. I've never collected silver proof coins. Unfortunately, if I ever went to get a silver proof coin, then I would want the lot. So yeah, as I said, just under 20,000 of that Blue Peter coin was put out. 2000 released no. The 2019 Battle of Britain was never released. It was one of the 50 years of 50p in the military set. So that's when they re-released my favourite 50p in that same set. If you haven't got it, Disney, you can still get it off the Royal Mint. I can't remember how much it is. You can buy actually both sets still. I think from Westminster Collection you can get the full 10 coins that were released. It is Coin Snatch, I'll come to that in a second. So yeah, Disney, you can get the full 10 coins. I think they're about £45 on Westminster Collects, and that's got the 2019 Q, the Roger Bannister, the Scouts, the Gale Guides, and the Britannia. And then you've also got the military set, which has got both Victoria Crosses, so the medals and the heroic acts. It's got my favourite, which is the D-Day 50p. It's also then got the Battle of Britain 1066 and Battle of Britain coin, and the Battle of Hastings 1066. So it's got those in the military set. Coin Snatcher, you're quite right. There was a 2018 Isaac Newton. For those that aren't aware, the Isaac Newton coin obviously came out in 2017. Sorry, give me one sec. Okay, so I'm just going to read a message from Ian. So he's basically said that Silly, the guy that's been chatting, is one of our American streams, does American things. He basically doesn't have any content on his channel, and Ian's uploaded a couple of his videos, and he's asked if any people out there could please give him some views and things, or subscribe to Silly. So, you know, what we tend to do, as we say, you know, a community, and we help all of our CJs and mods and other people like yourselves out. So what Ian's basically saying there is that Silly, that was on here a minute ago, I don't know if he's still there in the background, but Silly was on here, and basically that's cool, Brain, not a problem. Just let me know, mate. That's absolutely fantastic. So I say, Silly that comes on here, he, if possible, if people could please, you know, subscribe to his channel, watch some of his videos, etc. I'd be very, very grateful. And indeed, if anybody else, you know, who hasn't subscribed to any channels, etc., please feel free to do so. That'd be, you know, much appreciated. So as I was saying, back to the sorry, Brain, that'd be absolutely brilliant, mate. It's basically because I was so tired at work today. I only had about between 4 and 6 hours. I keep having broken sleep at the minute, so hence why I was watching a bit of these streams this morning before I went to work. So yeah, that would be absolutely amazing if you could possibly do that. I'd be very, very grateful. But I'm happy to stay till 11. It's up to you guys. I know that non-cons basically just finished work, as it may be. So I appreciate the dude might want to have a drink or a bit of food, etc. If that is the case, then you know, let me know and I'll happily carry on until he's on. But yeah, by all means, it'd be great if he can take over at 10ish. That'd be absolutely amazing. So as I was saying, sorry, before you know that, please subscribe to people like the Brain as well. Obviously, he's one of our mods and CJs, except for America. There he is. Silly is there. So as I say, that's the gent. If anyone could please, who hasn't subscribed to him yet, please click on him, get your 3 dots up, click on his channel, subscribe to his channel, and of course watch some videos that he may have posted as well. That'd be very, very great if people wouldn't mind doing that. So as I say, back to the 2018 Isaac Newton. I do apologise, Coin Snatcher. Yeah, what basically happened was the Isaac Newton coin was released in 2017. There was 1.8 million and 1,500 basically. The shield itself from that year, 2017, only had 1.8 million. So there's actually more of the Isaac Newton by 1,500 than there is actual shields out there. But you'll find the shield quite easily in your change because it's just a normal shield, and people aren't bothered about it because they're not wise to it. But yeah, as I say, the Isaac Newton was released at 1.8 million 1,500. But then what the Royal Mint did is one of the first strike your own 50p's in 2018, which was literally January 2018. They also, when people went around the mint and struck their own coin, it was an Isaac Newton. And it, of course, because it had been struck in 2018, it got the year 2018 on it. Now, there was only, as Gordon has very kindly put up, 19,934 of them ever struck. Obviously, they've got that figure from the fact of all the people that went to the mint in between that particular date and bought a strike their own coin. Obviously, you have to buy it from the till. They've obviously kept a check of the tills, so they can tell you exactly how many of those were struck. And there was 19,934 of them. So the Isaac Newton, if you find one with a 2018 date in your change, again, your quid's in. The one in if you buy one, they're now between 50 and 60 pounds on eBay, so they are quite expensive to buy. Steve Fraser may have a couple available if people are interested in his website. I know Steve Fraser definitely got a couple of them the last time I spoke to Steve. So yep, absolutely, 2018 Isaac Newton is a rare coin, because it was never released in 18. It was only put through the mint strike your own. So definitely is a rare coin. Thanks very much for mentioning that one, Coin Snatcher. Oh, it's a stamping machine. Cool. Okay, I didn't realise that. So that's pretty good. So I thought it was just obviously they were looking at the receipts they sold for it, but obviously the machine itself stamps the recorded numbers. That's absolutely brilliant. It's like when people ask me, is a Sherlock Holmes worth any money? And I always say, it depends on which Sherlock Holmes you're talking about. And they look at me like I'm silly. But I'm not, obviously, because of the fact that you've got the Sherlock Holmes that's been put in your change, where there's absolutely hundreds of them out there. But the Sherlock Holmes itself was also a strike your own, and people want the strike your own copy of it because it's a different coin to the one that's been in circulation. So so there's lots of different coins out there that are quite rare. But as Coin Snatcher said, love ones because they've also been bought out to be bought, etc. They're not as rare like Wallace and Gromit's the current one that you can buy a Wallace and Gromit coin. So unless you want the actual Wallace and Gromit strike your own packaging, then you can get the coin. But with the Isaac Newton one in particular, you couldn't do that because it was a different date on it than what the 17 one's got, because it's obviously struck in a different year. So Mr. Smashface has put, why do you collect coins? For my daughter. That was pretty much the honest answer. I wanted to, I like the look of some of the 50p's. My daughter particularly liked the look of one of the Peter Rabbit coins from 2016, and we started collecting because of that. And since then, we just carried on the collection. We do hunts. I do it basically for father and daughter time. It gives me a bit of quality time with my daughter. It's nice for a young person to be interested in coins. So I mainly started coin collecting because of Katie, and I intend to keep doing it because it keeps giving me, I say, quality time with her. I spend lots of quality time with my son at football, or indeed playing on his PlayStation, FIFA and things. I'd never play Fortnite, I don't understand it, but FIFA and things. And I play with him on those games. So it's something for me to have fun, a bit of quality time as it may be with my daughter. That's why I got into coin collecting, and I'm sure there's a lot of other parents out there that could be in the same thing, which is why, again, it winds me up when you know that these coins are being produced in to not be put in circulation and be sold, and that are ones that kids will want, like the Gruffalo, the Snowman, and of course the 2019 Peter Rabbit. The 2019 Rabbit, in my opinion, is the one I think was the. It really winds me up because of the fact that they put 5 Peter Rabbit coins out there in 2016, they put 4 out in 17, they put 4 out in 18, but yet in 2019 they put 1 out and they don't put it in circulation, whereas the rest they did. So if anybody wants that full set, there's 14 coins out there, but there's only 13 available in circulation. So that means hundreds of poor parents like myself have had to go out and buy that coin, and it's not fair. So that's why I'm 100% behind what Ian does, and I will say it on every stream I do, because of the fact that he's given 400 people out there the opportunity to find that Peter Rabbit, and he's also now doing it with with the Gruffalo. He's given people that opportunity to find the Gruffalo. It's cool. No, is the honest answer. I haven't anybody, etc. Hi there, Susie. So, no, there's been no suing of any kind, to be honest. Lighty, 1750p's this year so far. Oh, right, okay. So Lighty's just confirmed that, there's 17 not intended for circulation. That's what NIC stands for, coins that are out there. So there's definitely a few coins that people are having to buy because of that fact. And yeah, I totally agree. It is wrong. Okay, thanks, Susie. I didn't know who's still on in the background. Has Chris gone then? Chris and Lorna gone? Fair enough. So I was saying hello to Susie Barker, not my Sue, although I do occasionally call my Sue Susie. So Susie Barker, don't get confused. Susan Donaldson is my wife. So just in case you're wondering if I say Sue or Susie, then I may be referring to the other half, but I'll make sure now Susie's Susie and Sue is Susan. Okay. Cool, you're both there. That's absolutely fine as well. Yeah, so evening to those that have just joined us. I say that's why I went into coin collecting. Gordon, you collected around the pound and the 50s, now the £2 coins, and someone got me a £5 coin, so I might do £5 coins. I've got a £5 coin, Gordon. I could not tell you for the life of me what it is. I couldn't tell you the mintage of it. I just know I've got it. It's with my other coins. In actual fact, so can you remind me, love, to get that £5 coin out I've got next time I go to my coin collection? Just because I want to see what it is and see which one it is, and people might be able to tell me the mintage and the value of it, because I really haven't got a Scooby-Doo. So let me know, and I'll remind me soon. I'll get it out next time I have a look up. Gordon, I've got a £5 coin. I haven't got a clue what it is. I think it was Queen Mother something or other. So next time I get my coin collection out, well, basically when I put Kate Book away, but I've got a couple out of me because I'm waiting for my silly snowman to arrive. But when I get it out, I'll get my £5 coin out and I'll let you have a look what it is, because I don't say collect £5 coins, but I have got one. It's like I've got 3 £2 coins and I don't collect them. 2 of those from 1989, a bill and a claim of rights. I've got 1 of each. And then I've got that Shakespeare's dagger that I got off Ian. But yeah, I'll let you have a look at my £5 coin, Gordon. Let you see what it is. You've got a cricket set, and someone got you a £5 cricket one. Oh, cool. Many happy returns. Whenever your birthday was. Yeah, I got the cricket set from the, I can't remember, that was Guernsey or Isle of Man. But yeah, the one with the Cricket World Cup, the five coin set, I got that as well. I showed it on one of my videos. It is very nice, that coin set. But yeah, I said next time I get my coin collection out, I'll get the £5 coin out and show it to people, and you can tell me what it's worth and what one it is, because I can't remember. I think it's got pictures of Queen Mother on it. But I got it in change. Would you actually believe I got it in change? So I think it's before they stopped allowing people to spend it. And I gave a woman at a canteen at work, it was, when I used to work at my old company, and I gave her a £10 note and got a couple of bits and cheese on toast. And she said, "Do you want this in change?" It was a £5 coin. And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And I took it and I kept it. And I've still kept it. And it's obviously not been circulated very much because I've got it. And I've kept it ever since. And I'm talking, I've been in this job for 16, nearly 17 years. So I must be talking a good 17, 18 years ago since I got that £5 coin. So you don't like cricket, but you got the cricket set. Fair enough. I used to like cricket when I was a kid. My Ollie doesn't like it, so I don't really do it anymore. My brother and father still love it, but I find it a bit boring now. Quite like the 2020s where it's just hit and run. But the other one, the normal test matches, I couldn't think of anything worse. It's like watching paint dry. But that's just my opinion. Maybe people here that like cricket. I personally think test matches are boring. Sorry, hi Kim, and anyone else that I may have missed. Who's Warren up? Warren, who's winding you up? You can message me if you want. Hope it's not me. So you popped in. Lots of love. Okay. Hi Kim, I know that you'll probably be on a bit later on because you go in the American streams quite a lot, don't you? So, and I think Susie does as well. So the American guys have been on. Please, again, anybody that hasn't subscribed to the gents from America, look at their channel, especially Sillies, who's still showing on my computer screen. Give him some love, watch his videos, etc. You won't say here, but you'll message me. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to message me now or later on? I think the gents from America are taking over at 10 o'clock, Warren. So that's pretty cool. So you've got 2 Isle of Man rugby 1Ps in your hunts. They're going for a minimum of 150 on eBay. That's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm wondering what it is now. Fair enough. I hope it's not me, Warren. If it is, I apologise, but I say I'm sure that you'll tell me in a minute anyway. So as I say, if anybody does have any comments or any questions about 50p's, etc., please feel free to tell me, and I will more than happily help or try and help. So that's cool. Oh, not me. Phew, I can breathe again. Getting me panicking then, mate. I was getting a bit red thinking, so it wasn't such a shiny head then. It was more like a red one. Sorry, that was a bit of a joke from someone earlier on that said I had a shiny head. That's pretty cool. No, Gordon, I'm not bleeping. That's our tumble dryer. The tumble dryer makes a funny bleeping noise when it's telling us it's about to finish. It's a Zanussi thing. I really like our tumble dryer. We used to have an all-in-one washer dryer thing, and it was rubbish. You could wash a certain amount, but then you had to take tons of it out to dry it. Thanks. So I know I've got an egg head. In actual fact, like, I've got a picture on my phone that I'll send across one day into the group where someone has actually compiled an egg onto my head with my glasses and things, and it's just me but as an egghead. I think I've got a copy of that somewhere. I might send it across in our. It does kind of shape like a bit like an egg in my head, doesn't it? Let's be fair. Yeah. So we used to have like an all-in-one washer dryer thing, but it was rubbish. So you physically could not basically dry the amount of washing you had in there. So when we got our kitchen done a few years ago, we separated and got a separate washer and a dryer, as well as a dishwasher, which is amazing. Don't have to wash up. And yeah, we separated it, and it's been bliss because the tumble dryer holds now virtually the same amount of what a washing machine holds. We can dry the whole lot. Obviously, there's things you can't put in the tumble dryer, like football kits and things that shrink, or some of my t-shirts, because I've got hundreds of these things. But yeah, absolutely. Although I have got right, okay. So yeah, tumble dryer's talking up, yeah. So Ian has just released some Great British Coin Hunt t-shirts, or I think he's releasing some that have got the Great British Coin Hunt, and underneath they've got what are they called? Bandits. And I've put an order in for one, or I'm going to be putting an order in. I've got it in my basket to check out with it, and it's got the I'm going to put my initial Scott or CJ Scott on it as well. So I'm in the process of looking at one of those. I noticed it earlier on, Warren. I literally nipped in for like 2 minutes on your stream, and I heard my name mentioned, so I had to watch it back, and I just realised you were reading my message. I was on my lunch for a little bit at that time, and then I was back at my desk, so watching you, well, not watching you, but knowing that you were messaging me back about coming on tonight, and I saw that you'd shaved your head, and I thought I wanted to put a comment in your stream saying, "Are you copying me there, Warren?" But I thought, no, I better not. I've got more of a Spock and an egghead. Thanks for that, love.
Yeah, Star Trek Spock.
Star Trek Spock. I haven't got the funny ears.
You haven't got the. I know you haven't got the sticky up ears anymore.
Anymore?
Yeah.
I never had the sticky up ears. Put my YouTube name is just my name, mate. It's my full name. Oh, I'd much rather CJ Scott. I only shared a bit. In actual fact, Warren, the only videos I've got on my channel. I've only got 11 subscribers or something like that. I literally come on to do the CJing for you're right, love. I come on to do the CJing for Ian. So all of my literally on my YouTube channels, all the streams that I've done for Ian, and now my 2 Peter Rabbits, and that's pretty much all I've got on my one. I do. Steve Fraser's still trying to twist my arm about getting myself one of those funny scope things that holds your mobile phone like that, so I can then show my lovely hands off to get my 50p coin hunts with Kate. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I might eventually start doing that. I'm not sure what one of those heads are, but fair enough. So yeah, it's definitely. So let me just read that properly. So you told your ex you were shaving your head. She said you can't do that. Your head's the wrong shape. Oh, fair enough. Let's say that's pretty much what Sue just said about mine. So Gordon's also put there. How do you think he feels? He's a gunner, even worse. I take it that's a Arsenal fan, and my brother's an Arsenal fan. Gordon, my brother. It's funny. I've got, as I've said to Ian, the main guy from TGBCH, I've got 4 Ians in my phone. I've got my mate called Ian Burnett. I've got my brother who's also called Ian. I've got Ian, the Great British Coin Hunt Ian, and I've got another guy called Ian who does football with me because he's my coach. We're both coaches. Hi Judith. So we're both football coaches. And one day I accidentally phoned Ian, as in the Great British Coin Hunt Ian, when I thought I was phoning my mate from football, and he was supposed to be getting a lift, and I phoned him up and I said, "Where are you? You're supposed to be getting a lift." And this is Ian at the Great British Coin Hunt. And I was like, "Oh," I said, "it's the wrong person." So I had to phone Ian to explain it, and then phone the other guy up and say, "Where are you?" Supposed to get a lift, and that was rather embarrassing. So I learned from that one. I've now got in my phone Ian B, Ian Brother, Ian TGBCH, and Ian Football. So I shouldn't make that same mistake again. But yeah, my brother's an Arsenal fan. I'm a Norwich fan. Someone's got to help, but we're very strong at the minute. We're holding up the Premier League. Everybody else is above us. That's great. Delia's definitely not having anyone. Unfortunately at the minute. Yeah, absolutely. And we beat City. God knows how that happened, but what can I say? We've handed Liverpool the title. So yeah, let's just have a quick look. Life must be easier without hair. You can spend ages straightening your hair. 5 minutes later, it needs doing again. Naturally curly. Sue spends ages on her hair as well, Disney. You're not the only one.
Bit of a mess at the moment because Kate was doing it.
Oh, apparently it's a bit of a mess at the minute because Katie was doing it. The amount of money Sue spends on treatments and things for her hair.
Colours and highlights.
No, not the colours and highlights. The treatment things at like £6 a pop.
Fiver.
Well, banana smelling stuff.
That's hair growth.
Yeah, hair growth and something or other. So yeah, I can understand that. Sorry, Lorna, no more football. But yeah, I'm quite happy being bald. It makes my life a bit quicker.
It's different for women anyway.
I don't have to worry about what shampoo to use, what razor to use to shave it.
What do you look like with hair?
I wouldn't look like that because that's like I've got a double head.
A double head?
Yeah, because I have your head on top of mine.
Imagine
Actually, just totally off random because of what Sue's just done. Imagine getting a coin, having the queen's head on it, and then another queen superimposed over the top of it, so it's like a double-headed queen coin. I wonder how much that would go for, because that would obviously be a strike error. That'd be quite funny if you found one of those in your change, wouldn't it? That's just an idea. It would be nice if I'd found one of those coins. If anyone's got one of those coins, please show us. That'd be really interesting. A misprint with a queen's head's been put on twice. That would definitely be an interesting coin to find. Yeah, okay. So football is not about life and death. It's more important than that. No, well, I wouldn't go that far, Lighty. I may be a football coach. I'm a qualified FA coach. I coach a football team, as I've mentioned on here. Up until this year, I was doing 2 age groups, but I just do 1 now, thank goodness. But I still go and obviously watch Oliver. I don't do his team anymore. I now do an under-7s, and I thoroughly enjoy it. There's a big difference between under-7s football and teenage football. Teenagers all hormonal, horrible, answer you back, give you back chat and grief, and they walk off and really, really annoyed when they get beat. Sorry, Lorna, I won't take much longer, I promise. And the 7-year-olds, no matter how much they get beat, if they get beat, they have a smile on their face, because it's about playing and taking part. And I so much prefer, running the younger kids than I do teenage kids who don't get any answering back. They're all happy to be there. They want to play, whereas the older ones can be quite horrible at times. I feel sorry for referees myself. They get a lot of stick, and a lot of the referees that ref our games are kids, so it's horrible. And you know, I don't know why, Lorna, I understand you don't like football, but there's lots of ladies out there that do. You know, you had the Women's World Cup. There's women now, lines, I say linesmen, lines of women in the Premier League. There's lady refs. So it's becoming more and more, you know, mixed game. You won't ever get women playing against men, but, you know, they can now affiliate games as well in the Premier League. So I think it's quite good that you can have a mixture. So anyway, we'll go away from football in case Lorna decides to block me the next time I come on it streams. So okay, so as I say, I'm now, by the looks of it, down to my last half an hour, because, or half an hour or so, until I say get the thumbs up from the gents across the pond in America. Obviously, when I do come off, please stay tuned and watch their channel. I know I'll definitely be watching it for a while. I think it's thoroughly interesting. In actual fact, when I do come across and watch it, if you wouldn't mind, and you know I'm on because I'll say hi when I'm on, if you could please explain to me how the currency works, because I know I sound really thick and I don't mean to, but I don't understand how your currency works. I know it's cents, and I know you've got quarters, and I know you've got, you know, dollars, but I don't I'm presuming it's 100 cents make a dollar, like we got the pence that make a pound, and I'm presuming the cents is like a 50p or a 25p or something. So if you wouldn't mind explaining, Brain, that would be absolutely, or whoever's, sorry, I just seen Brain's name there, but you know, anyone that's on in the American stream, let me please, you know, explain it to me. It'd be awesome. The other guy tried the other night, but I didn't want to say you were saying it too quick, and it got me confused. It takes me ages to process things. When I get it, but when it just takes me a while to pick it up. So that's cool. I'm very polite. You don't have to call me sir, but you can call me whatever you want. I don't mind. But very kind of you. Okay, so let's just have a quick catch up. If it's all football related, Lorna, I promise I won't read it, because then I'll get shot. Boxing Day is my birthday, Lighty. So I will be having my birthday on Boxing Day. It's a rubbish day to have birthdays. My mum and dad were very good about it, to be fair. They used to separate my presents. I never got this, you know, a joint present. And he also gave me a present on my brother's birthday as well, which was quite nice. But yeah, having to wait a whole year round from Boxing Day after having Christmas, it's not very nice. It's not all football related, don't worry. The only thing football related I'll mention is the 50p that's got a, you know, the offside rule on it. It's lighting that chatting football in the background. It's not me. I did mention it for a little bit, but I won't be talking football much more. I definitely won't be talking football now. So Gordon, EEC 50p with stars. Yeah, the 1998 50p, Gordon, is that the one? About? That's the closest coin in the UK that looks like a firework, and it's the first commemorative coin released at this size 50p, or the current 50p size. So I've actually got one of them, obviously, because it's in Katie's book. So that's the EEC stars 50p. I quite like that one. It's not very common either. There's only, I can't remember the exact mintage, I could look it up, but there's not that many of them out there. It's one of the rarer 50p's. I do quite like that one. As I say, everyone knows that the rarest one is in the current size 50p. Again, I'll quite happily mention the rarest 50p that is in circulation, and I'm not talking about the yeah, why do you want to see it? I've got 3 of them, Lighty. I did have 4. I haven't got 4 anymore because I sent one off with that 4th set. But if you want to see one, mate, I'll show you it. If you're doing it just to wind up Lorna, though, you'll get me shot. You do realise that, don't you? But there's that one. There you go. That's Katie's one. Sorry, Lorna. Someone just asked a picture of the coin, so I showed them the coin. The WWF 50p. I quite like that one. A lot of people on here like the WWF 50p. Ian was talking about this one earlier on, so I know for a fact there's 3.4 million in circulation because I checked the mintage figure for him before. So I'll show this one as well because I quite like this one. There's your WWF. The thing I like the most about this is the panda in the middle. I think it's really cool. You know, World Wildlife Federation. I can't remember what it stands for, WWF, but there you go. I like that one. I do quite like that one. It has got animals on it, absolutely. It's just the panda that sticks out for me because it's right smack bang in the middle, which obviously is the WWF symbol, isn't it, the panda? But 50 animals on it are there. I've never actually counted them, but that would make sense. 50 animals on a 50p. Yeah, the WWF is lovely, Judith. Totally agree. I say I'm quite like that. I like. If I was to say that, probably would be close to my second favourite. No, I can't count them and name them all. Without a magnifying glass, I can hardly see them on that line these days. I know the panda's smack bang in the middle. There's lots of different ones on there, isn't there? I've never actually studied it to look which coins are on there. It's bad, that, isn't it? Katie, I know your birthday's in 9 days, baby. I've got your presents they're waiting for you, as you know. But in actual fact, you picked them. Expensive trainers and coat. Anyway, no, I can't name them all. Gordon, can you name them all? Bet you probably could, couldn't you? Because I certainly can't. But my favourite's the D-Day, but Sue hasn't got a D-Day. Not Sue, so Katie hasn't got a D-Day 50p because it was not released in this size. She has got one in her 50 years of 50p coin set because the kids got both one of those each as well. I got the proof ones and they got the proper, you know, normal booklet sets. I bought them though before I realised Change Checker were then going to. So I got them before Change Checker decided they were going to release them just as coins rather than the book. Again, another mistake that I should have waited for, but I was right. Katie's already got her birthday presents, Lighty. She wants her Christmas presents now, and I've ordered that as well. I'm waiting for that to turn up. I ordered her Christmas present the other day. Don't worry, my two kids, if there's any kids listening, I apologise, but my two don't believe in Santa anymore. But you know what I mean. So yeah, I've had my orders of both kids of what they want for Christmas. I told them I've got a limit this year because they're both older now. I've got a limit, and I'm just going to that limit, and that's it. So they both wanted an Alexa to start with, so they both got those. One of the same ones that's like behind me, but that's the version 1. Sue's one from a couple of years ago. They've got the version 3. And no, Katie, you're not getting £1,000. Love, you can dream. So anyway, for her birthday, she's got a pair of trainers that cost me 120 odd quid and a coat that cost me about 90 from memory. So she's done all right. Santa Israel, Andy. Santa Israel, and it's a very nice try that, Judith, for Katie, wasn't it? £1 per child, absolutely. You know, we it's amazing, you know. I keep having this conversation with people. You don't realise how much your parents did for you when you were younger. You really do not realise it. No one does realise what your parents did. You know, when you first have a baby, you realise you can't do anything. You have to feed them, you have to change the nappies or diapers, as they call it in America, etc. And then you don't realise how much your parents do. And as they get older, they start wanting money. Can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have the other? And then it just goes beyond and on and on and on. And yeah, they do try it on the older they get. I've noticed that. Anyway, we'll go off the subject of that. Do you put an orange in their stockings? No. Had to beat us here and there also. I'm not sure what that is, but sorry. Warren, I can believe that. Ha ha. What did Warren say? Let's have a look. Sorry, don't believe in Santa. Are you kidding? I believe in Santa. I'm sure you do. Just like I do. Yeah. Absolutely. Santa's real. Big fat man like me comes down your chimney. Even if you haven't got one. Just like Tim Allen. That's my favourite Santa Claus film, that, by the way. The Tim Allen ones, I quite like them. The second one went a bit boring. Or was the second one right when we met the teacher? It was the third one that went boring. But yeah, I liked those ones. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Christmas. Good God, it's only like the 13th of November. Stop it, start putting Christmas songs on next. Not good. So, please, someone start talking about coins. Your dad always put an orange in your stocking, so you did it with your daughter. That's mean. Why an orange? Why would you get an orange in your stocking? Is that because you've been bad? Santa Claus is real. You watch him go around the world on a video. Fair enough. I think Steve Fraser's going to be our Santa Claus this year. He doesn't know it yet, but I think we're going to make Steve. Lighty, are you listening to this? I think we should make Steve dress up and do a Santa Claus stream. That would be really, really funny. Watching Steve dressed up as Santa Claus with the beard and, you know, hat on, going on about his. That's a fantastic idea, actually. You know, did they? Wow. I think that's actually quite a good idea, like for the future. For Steve, for a Christmas stream. Do you know when he's doing his Christmas tree presents thing and that stream's going on? We could make Steve get his Santa Claus outfit out, and he can then show off all of his Christmas coins that he's got from the Isle of Man and from Gibraltar recently. He could show off all of his Christmas coins, and that would be a nice segment to show off all the, you know, territory's Christmas coins, dressed as Santa Claus, showing off all these lovely coins at the same time as doing his Christmas raffle. That's just an idea, but that comes to me on the spot that second. I think that's quite a good one. Maybe worth thinking about in the future. Hint that you could possibly do that for him. That'd be quite interesting. Andy, wow, Glenn, wasn't you? Oh, you had an orange in your orange and walnuts, a lemon slice, and your stockings off your dad. Okay. I never got that. I might have got some coal one year, but I never got oranges. Bit of coal maybe when I was naughty. Anyway, we're going back on coins. I was trying to bring it back to coins there by mentioning Steve's Isle of Man coins for Christmas. So, has everybody bought the snowman? 2019 snowman. I ordered mine over a week ago. Still haven't got it yet. I'm hoping I'll have it tomorrow night before I'm on between 8 and 12, and then I can show it off and say, yay, it's finally come. But unfortunately, it's not here yet. I want to see it enlarged and see what people are going on about. It was a tradition to have an orange. Wonder if it's something to do with. I don't know. I don't know anything about oranges apart from they're horrible. We used to have tangerine and some chocolate coins. I used to get chocolate coins, except for they stopped that when I was 5 and become diabetic. I couldn't get them anymore. It was rather annoying. I am the odd one out, laugh out loud, yeah. They stopped giving me the chocolate coins when I become diabetic. It was a bit mean. You know, I want a sympathy card now. I can even eat them again now because my regime's changed. I was doing it and instant whenever I eat things and just count the carbs on it. But yeah, when I was younger, I had to be very strict and not have chocolates and things. It was horrible. A kid growing up not being able to chocolates and sweets, and other people could, especially at Easter. So you know, these things happen. Now that sounds good. It's what you'll get me what at Christmas? So chocolate orange. Chocolate oranges are horrible. The dark chocolate, I like milk chocolate. Dark chocolate. No. Lighty, no. I'm sat where the Christmas tree normally goes. So, no, you're not thinking the same, Sue's not going to happen. 1st of December, put my foot down. 1st of December, that's it. And Christmas would be right behind me where the silly fish tank. There's not a fish tank, is so I'll be blocked out. But I might have to stream from a different position. I might have to stream from the sofa there, so you can see my Christmas tree. No, don't vote Team Sue. You're giving her ideas. Ian wants her to come and do a live stream with me. He thinks it'd be very good. A bit of husband and wife banter on the telly. I said no. I think Sue said no as well, to be honest. But yeah, what do you all think? Do you think Sue should come and do a live stream with me one night and see what you all think and what we can have a chat about? She doesn't know much about coins, though. It'd just be her abusing me, to be totally honest. Great idea. No, it's not. It's not. Do it. No, don't do it. You and your side wife are doing a live stream together. I know, mate. That'll be interesting. It'd be quite funny. Gordon, 24th of December. Me and down on the 27th for me. Oh, you're down. You're talking about your mint trip. Scott's. It's Sue for CJ. Yeah. No, we can let Hannah keep her her title as the only female CJ. Sue's a mod. She can block me off the site. That's bad enough. I don't want her to be sat next to me being a CJ and taking a mickey on me on camera. That's not fair. You know, Hannah is the only CJ lady. Let's keep her that way. Unless, of course, the lovely Lou wants to come along and join. You know, we're still trying to get Lou to do it, and she will be doing it with Lighty by the sounds of it soon. Only if Sue is #1. No. Stop it. Right, okay, so I've got about 15 minutes approximately, maybe slightly more left. Oh, I forget, The Brain, you're a lady, aren't you? Just see the name, The Brain. I forget that you're Confron's partner. My apologies, totally and utterly forgot. You got to be the international lady. Yeah, I totally forgot that you I just see the name, The Brain, and I've only seen whenever I've been watching American streams, I've only seen the gent with the mask and the other gent that was in the background on the split screen that first time I watched it. I can't remember his name. I want to say it's going to make myself sound quite different. The good-looking dude that was the guy behind the mask. Obviously, I don't know what he looks like. I'm sure he's a good-looking dude as well. But the other guy that didn't have a mask on, I thought he looks cool. Yeah, I you know, but yeah, that's just me saying he looked cool. So yeah, I didn't realise it was. I do see a lady occasionally in the background. I'm guessing that's yourself. So I apologise that I didn't realise, and I probably just dug myself a little bit of a hole there. But there we go. So Lou confirmed today that she will be going live with you. Cool. That'll be interesting. I would definitely be tuning in for that one. Just make sure, Warren, that when she does come live with you, right, you've got her lawnmower somewhere in the background on a picture, or her mobility scooter that she keeps talking about. Scott, wait till you FaceTime confrontational. Okay. With a scar, you four live. Okay, I think you got it run the wrong way. Live 4, is it? So I just remember seeing the dude in the mask, which I thought was awesome because it just proves that people can stream with a mask. Those ones that don't want to show their face, like some of the coin hands, as it may be, or coin tubers that only show off their hands. So I think that's pretty cool. You know, dudes wearing a mask, and it just means that other people can get it, do it. It's great. And there was the other gentleman, I say, on the split stream that was next to him that didn't have the mask on, and I thought, you two look cool. You know, but absolutely. The dude that's got the mask on, I say, I don't want to upset anybody, but he reminded me a bit of Axl Rose, but I think that was just because of the colour of his hair and the fact that he had like a beard. But I'm sure he doesn't look anything like Axl Rose. What are you talking about me swearing for? Axl Rose is cool. Yeah, I used to like Guns N' Roses. I still do like Guns N' Roses. I know, we're going off coins again. Wouldn't it be cool though to bring a Queen coin out next year, aren't they? You said a £2 Queen coin with obviously May, Mercury, Deacon and Taylor on it. Wouldn't it be cooler to put a GNR coin out, one with the skeletons and, you know, the original Appetite cover as a coin? That would be pretty sick. I'd certainly get one of them. I do not. You could be, what is that? You could be rich if you had a swear jar. Oliver, that winds me up. Scott, did you think any of our American friends have a chocolate voice? What's a chocolate voice? That sounds rather rude, to be honest. Do you mean like a deep, husky voice? I don't know, I'm not really into dudes' voices. Smooth voice. Smooth. Don't know. Yeah. Don't keep rubbing it in, right? John Gamble, hi there. You would say Pat Piling Pennies has the best voice so far. Thanks, mate. Very kind of you to say that I haven't. just why do we are? Yeah, no, I hate my voice as well. It's absolutely fine. I don't know who's got the nicest voice. You know, unfortunately for you, like, you get to see our faces. But if you can imagine just us all being on a radio station and having a chat, that'd be cool. You know, absolutely. Thank goodness for that, laugh out loud. Yeah. Anyway, so but he is on his best behaviour on the stream. Absolutely, I'm lovely. I think to say I've cut my swearing quite down a lot, Sue. To be honest, I know I was bad when I come back from the mint, but that's because I've been with Ian and Steve. Actually, Ian's not that bad. It's Steve Fraser that swears the most out of those guys. But yeah. Hi, John. It was Scott's voice that attracted me to him, was it? You poor woman. See, but it uses a better filter over his mic. I don't know. A voice is a voice, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not into dudes' voices. I quite like ladies' voices. You know, you dropped the P word in the stream today. You dropped a couple more than that in the stream today, like, yeah, I can tell you. I saw a bit of your stream where you was talking about one person that wasn't very, very nice, and you used a word that began with D that made me giggle, and you probably didn't even realise you said it. A thing between a man's legs. You called him that begins with a D in your stream. You said the guy was a and I thought, oh, shouldn't be saying that at this time of the day? But yeah, I was on about 10 to 2, and you definitely said that word at that point. So that's quite funny. Oh, you remember now? Laugh out loud. Yeah, I remember too. Peter Pan. I think you lost your marbles like a man of Peter Pan. It's just Tinkerbell. Who's going to dress up like Tinkerbell? I'm not going to dress up like any woman at Tinkerbell. Oh, no. Yeah, see? I'm not the only one that remembers it. Gordon remembers it as well, Lighter. You definitely said the D word, mate. Definitely. You counted 5 swears, laugh out loud. No way, really. You get lost in the moment, don't you, mate? We all get it. I'm just very well behaved. But we all get lost in the moment every now and again. I just tend to think a little bit more these days and just come out with it. There's a few things I could have said yesterday that I nearly did say yesterday that I didn't. But yeah. So, but yeah, no, you know, we can all occasionally use bad words. Depends who's winding you up, doesn't it? Yeah, we're all human at the end of the day. Sue just said, you remember saying the D word, but forgot who it's about. Naughty, naughty Warren. Yeah, you know, we all use the odd occasional word. Yeah, probably. You know, we're human, aren't we? We're past the watershed now, so I could technically say the word that you said, Warren, but I'm not going to. So, yeah, I say these things happen, don't they? Jurgen Klopp, I'm going back to football. Sorry, Lorna, I'll switch off for a second. There was an interview I was watching once with Jurgen Klopp. It was after they beat the 4-3 win in that semi-final, and he made sure he checked what time it was so he could swear in a watershed. And they said, "What do you think it was?" And he said it was something brilliant, and it's the only word he could use for it. That made me laugh. It made me wet myself in laughter. It was absolutely brilliant. And then I didn't know what to do. The commentator was like, "Oh, what do we do? What do we do?" It was because he said the F word. You know, it was absolutely brilliant. Disney, you had your reasons for not being in the stream today, mate. Just like Hannah's had her reasons for not being in the stream and not being about. It's totally understandable. It may feel strange, but you know, it's part of life. Unfortunately, things happen that are out of our control, and that's that. So, you know, it's totally understandable, and don't worry about it. Mrs. Brown swears, "Yeah, I've got a magnet here, Susie, that I use for my 2p coin hunt." Mrs. Brown's voice. There you go. It's bad when your 14-year-old lad watches that and you've never even seen an episode of it. Oliver went and actually watched it live on tour. So, you know, absolutely fine. But yeah, I've never seen Mrs. Brown's Boys, Susie, as you know, but you and Ollie went, didn't you? And actual fact, you went the week before the Manchester bombing, didn't you? To the Manchester Arena from memory. That's a bit worrying. It should never have happened in the first place. But yeah, you were there the week before, weren't you? When it actually, the week before that concert. So yeah. Anyway, Mrs. Brown's Boys. So yeah. So it's there ready for when you DJ. What's there ready for when you CJ? Sue putting out a naughty word. No, she'd probably hit me in that naughty word just to make you laugh on camera. Anyway, just before, yeah, you went just before, didn't you? Her magnet, yes, yeah, I can put a magnet over her mouth when she goes to swear and bleep her out. Mind you, I've only got like an hour before the watershed because most of my shifts are 8 till 12. So, you know, that's all right. And so to be fair, you don't really, do you, love? Only when you really get wound up. I've heard you swearing at me a few times, but yeah, you don't really at all. To be honest, you're a bit like my mum. She doesn't swear either unless she's really, really wound up. And your parents never swear. So anyway. No, Sue, magnet is there at the PC ready for when she's a CJ. Yeah, I get that. It's not going to happen, but I get that. You're a good lady. Okay. He's getting set up. That's absolutely fine, Brain. Just give me a nudge when he's on, mate, and I'll switch off. Who is it tonight? Who's doing it first? Is it? I will find you, mate. I'll come on because I need you to explain the currency for me. But yeah, absolutely. I deserved what? Being punched in the bits, probably. I've seen it. I don't understand. What have I missed? All ladies are good. Team Sue. No, Sue doesn't want to be a CJ. Stop it. I still don't get you. Wow, non-con all night. So is he doing like a 12, even longer than that? 14-hour or whatever it is stint? Doesn't that dude ever sleep? Wow. I'm tired because I had 4 hours of between 4 and I had a few. I had a bloody hypo for the night. Sorry, I saw then. That's what woke me up. I hate them. They give you a bad headache the next day all day. So yeah, come from is a beast. He just goes. It sounds like he's a machine, mate. He should be like. It should be in the Terminator film that's coming out. He's on all the time. It's like a robot. Wow. I thought you were clever, like with your sleeping habits, because you don't sleep either. But I couldn't go for 12, 14 hours. I find it hard enough sitting here for 6 hours, not spending a penny. So how people would do it for 14 hours? Wow. You got called Terminator today, did you? Fair enough. I can understand that. So you definitely are a bit of a machine. You stay up all the hours, God send, don't you? Andrew Cooper, hello Scott, how's it going? Just back from the gym and I'm still on. Yeah, I'm still on, mate. I'm about to end though. I'm finishing approximately 10 o'clock and non-con is on. So please feel free. Non-con is now on the other side. He's going to be on for a good number of hours. So please feel free. I'll be saying goodnight in a second. I will be back tomorrow between 8 and 12, my usual slot. I jumped on today because we were a bit short on CJs due to, what's the word? Unforeseen circumstances. I think that's the best way of putting it. So I jumped on and, I'm here for a bit. I was here for a bit. I'll be back tomorrow between 8 and 12. So if anybody wants to jump over now, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the gents from across the pond in America. And it's non-confrontational that's on at the minute. Good night. Thanks, Butch. I'll see you all again soon. And thanks very much for watching, everybody. I'll catch you tomorrow. Take care, Chris, Lorna, Lighty, and anybody else, Disney especially, etc. All of you guys and my normal regulars. Speak to you soon. Take care. Thanks very much. Bye.